talking. They talking to me.
They talking. They talking. Fucking turn telling you. They say you gonna talk? We gonna fucking talk. I said damn. Them niggas talking.
If they said, how are you doing? Like, how are you moving? They wanna know my flow. How do you get all these bitches? I got all these bitches, they wanna see my hoes. All of these niggas some lame, these niggas some pussy, these niggas get fucking roasted. All of you niggas the same, you niggas some burgers, you niggas get Texas toasted. Visit taxes out, you talk to me, you can get fucking ghosted. I spend all this money and make it
Catch
back.
me on
Like
the
it's a
scene,
fucking
on
token.
the
Nigga, I pay my
scene.
dues, phantom on the black. Nigga, I'm fucking golden. Walk this bitch with the drugs, walk in the club, yeah, we clipping up. She offered me a perk, off her tongue, yeah, she fucked me up. Like, Vincent, can you tell me who you love? I'm like, what the fuck am I feeling? All I like is counting dubs and the money that's stacking up. Just like this money, like this green.
Abu Dhabi.
You will never catch me on the sea.
I'll come with me. Abu Dhabi.
I got you in the red dot with the B.
Kind of dropped at a good time. I was just about to stream, so I'm like, hey, this works. Simi told me they talking though. They talking, bro.
They talking.
They not fighting. They talking.
They talking.
Talking. Yo. Do we sound alright? By the way, I'm so afraid of sound now. I fear sound. I fear audio. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a while since I've seen you here. What's up, man? You good? About to read this chapter. We're gonna talk about it. I put the video game on. Press the button good. Pat will be back soon. Send me a pop into this. Can you extend it by half an hour? See me.
That going to my meat. Oh, we live.
Sometimes you need that to sleep
sure.
better. I feel that. It just puts you to sleep. You just expel the last bit of your energy. Yeah.
That's it, shit. Yeah, I'll be fine. Listen, tomorrow Friday, payday, you know, weekend, we made it. I'll be fine. Yeah, I just finished the chapter.
Careful with the Nika? Mario Kart? Yeah, I'm gonna play in a bit. I didn't read it yet, so I'm gonna read it first. What's up? What's happening? You see Crocodile over there? That's my guy. Is he in the chapter? No, he's not. Yes, it's out. Chapter changed your life. You'll change it back after. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do your thing. I can post it. Or someone post it if you want.
You posting piracy on live stream, yeah!
Chile to Bile. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna read the chapter right now.
See his opinion. I want to see his opinion.
Yeah. One Piece chapter 1044. The Warrior of Liberation. Germa 6's Cold-Blooded Voyage, number 6. Mama, out at sea. Let's start our research. Oh, the Germa's still in there. Oh, they still getting permanent on? Nigga's got a nail in his chest. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ops. What's happening? How can I stand? How can I still stand? I just lost, but I feel like I'm having a blast. Doom doo da da. That drum's not moving me. What doom doo da da move from me? Luffy is Joyboy. Yushina said that. Pleasure Hall, Right Brain Tower. Gah. Gah. Sir Pirate, you're awake. Is this Soda or whatever? The girl who's Sanji with the mouse or some shit? That same girl? Chuji. Damn, I thought you said you weren't rereading. I heard wrong. Oh, no, I'm reading now. Sorry, I'm reading now. I'm not rereading anything, though. So the live floor, there's Kid. What the? There's Law. Is that Sir Straw Hat? Straw Hat? Hey, you too. He's still breathing. Luffy's still alive. Oh, you've got to be okay, right, big bro? Okay. The Holy Land Marijua. We sacrifice one of our best agents and enrage Kaido. The Hall of Power, Pangea Castle. Are we sure our priorities are straight? This may be better than the alternative. It's imperative that we snuff out something this problematic. No matter the era, the world government has always failed to acquire the Gomu Gomu no Mi, even after 800 years of trying.
Mm.
Okay. It seems like they're setting up something to do with probably with who's who. Because didn't Shanks steal it from him? Well,
Some
Shanks that
shit like
stole it
that.
from who's who. And Shanks is the one that went to the world government to speak about something. So it had to be related to this then. That's all starting to connect a little bit. But hold on. It's almost as if the fruit itself is evading us. Well, it's not possible. All Zoan fruits have a will of their own, and this one
Mm.
carries the name of a god. After all, the Gomu Gomu no Mi is really a mythical Zoan?
You see? Mm.
Boo. The
Mm.
human fruit model Nika. Nika. Nigga. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one.
You see? That's what I said. I don't know how he gonna feel about this. I said it's a actually what? Oh, wait, Yeti. Wait, Yeti.
I don't know if I don't know. I don't think I like that, but whatever, dog. But okay, let's finish chapter first. Model Niga. In the sky, doom da da, doom toot da da.
Doom doom da da. Doom da da doo doo.
Its user body gains the properties of rubber in combat. They're supposed to only be limited by their imagination, putting smiles on faces. Far and wide, they are the embodiment of the warrior of liberation. Sun God, Niga! Awakening exponential strength within their rubbery body, they even have more freedom. Okay, it's allegedly the most ridiculous power in the world. Treasure repository, second floor. Hiyori, I really admire the order. Think what you're doing. This nigga's still alive. Just die. Oh, just die. Orochi. Holy crap.
Just
bro.
die already.
Right. Jesus Christ. It was all Kaido. He was using me. No, it's not. No, it's not sitting well with me. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I don't like that. I liked it being a paramecia. I'm not a fan of that. I guess what's to talk about. Maya Odin, think what you're doing. We can still run away together. Just remove these nails. And you spat in the face of a samurai you owed. Who would still believe you? My father kept his promise, did he not? He danced like a fool for 5. Oh yeah, he was shaking his ass, making it clap. Yes, sir. You making it quake over there.
That's your bang 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 bang. Every day.
Oh well, why are you guys here if you didn't read the chapter? The chapter. Well, hold on. I want you guys to read the chapter, bro.
They reading it with you.
Hey, tell all of them shut the fuck up. Tell all of them shut up. Tell all of them shut up. Keep reading.
Oh, okay. Oh my god. I'll post it again, but all right. Okay, so he danced like a fool for 5 long years because he thought you and Kaido would honor the secret agreement you made and freed Wano. He never even told his own family. My father was a man who kept his word. He still expected the same of you when you agreed to let them go. If he withstood being boiled for an entire hour, even while his body was being burned in the oil, despite all, he's always smiled. Always. I can't even fathom my father's suffering. He had to shoulder the burden by himself because the entire nation was your hostage. What's the matter, Hiyori? Father, are you really okay with what everyone says about you? Of course I am. You know why? Because I have you guys. Really? Then I swear I'll always be there for you. Oh, yes. I always said Oda was a great samurai. As Shogun, I ensure his legacy is recognized your father. Hold your tongue, you miserable wretch. I am Kazuki Hiyori. Are you going to kill him? Honor your word. Kill him. I was always proud to carry my father's name, even when I was starving and covered in rags. You, on the other hand, never had a trace of honor. Every day you were a shogun was one too many. All right, wrap this up, man. As each day passed, more and more lives were lost, weight starved. Don't do something you're going to regret. Seeking revenge is a dated ideology, you know. Besides, killing me makes no difference. Kaido will still be unbeatable. Orochi-sama, huh? I have failed. Is that you, Kanjuro? Yo, die. Oh, I need these guys to be gone. Kanjuro has to go. Making it clap like thunder. Bago is crazy. Your timing is impeccable. This is the idea stage for your real final performance. Burn this woman to ash. Go on, take her. Gwahaha, the failed revenge of Oshu 20 years in the making. It's a perfect title for this tragic comedy. Take a look, Ioria. Kozuki's survivors should know the fortune favors the mighty. Orochi-sama. That's the wrong way. Yeah, the dawn will come. Conryo, you idiots. Hiyori, save me, it burns. The Kozuki clan will always keep this promise. Doom, do, dada, doom, doom, dada. I feel like anything's possible now. I can keep fighting a bit longer. My heartbeat sounds funny. This is my peak. Gear 5th. Okay. Interesting. So there's a crackle in the sky. Conqueror's Hockey going crazy. Hey, you guys. What the hell is that? It's on the roof? What's happening? Conqueror's Hockey? Where's it coming from? Oh, is that Luffy's hand? Jesus Christ. He just grabbed Kaido. Straw Hat? Luffy! He's smiling. Yoink. Oh, Kaido-san. So he pulled him up back to the rooftop. So what? He just... Okay, hold on. Ahaha. She.
He Hulk. He slapped. He Hulk in the first Avengers movie with Loki.
Yes, exactly. So Luffy smashing him around. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Pant. Ah, Straw Hat, you're still alive. I'm grateful. Breath blast. Ah, whoa. Nigga, did you just have the tune for us? Is that what this is? This nigga just got the tune for us? You just a cart? You just Ed from Ed and Eddie. You go eat the sun and shit. Is that what we're doing? He's pulling it up. Okay, he blocked the beam. Or is he reflect? Did he reflect that? Oh no, he's up. All right. Ha. Sorry about that idiot from before. I didn't want to win like that. Don't sweat it. Now let's finish this. The battle reaches its finale. Next issue and
You see, let's hear the critic. Let's hear. What will Yeti say? Half of his life is on the line tonight.
Yo, what just? Okay.
Well,
I like the ability. I'm okay with him being full cartoon. I like wacky shit, so that's fine. Right? We'll see the limitations of it. I don't like the idea that it's really a secret mythical zone. That's just bothering me.
Okay, but
I don't know.
There's I will say one thing. Joyboy isn't a person. Then
Yeah, I guess
which is
a title maybe.
Is a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's a ideology. Well, not an ideology. What's the phrase I'm looking for? A concept based off of the awakened version of the human fruit. Or
I would
whatever.
just say but Oda did say if a human just eats a human no meat, he'd be enlightened.
He said that?
Yeah, he did.
Well,
He did say that.
well shit.
Hold on. Looney Tune shit, bro. What the F? Yo. The fruit lets him literally do whatever. Plot device, really. Indra Ashura, is that you? He's still rubber. Looney Tunes, we're all Joy Boy. Siamese. Mickey Mouse power up, gave him Toon Force. Yeah, this further shows no reincarnation shit. Would you have accepted if it was a special paramecia? I've always thought it was a special paramecia. That's probably why it's bothering me. Maybe that's why Oda decided to make Katakuri's fruit the special paramecia, because he already decided that Luffy's fruit wasn't gonna be that. But Nika's the sun god, right?
Yes.
So what? He got sun abilities too, low key, and like the rubber body is really a subset of like that.
This is where I'm at with it, where the title itself doesn't mean anything to me, because what they said was the limits of the fruit is based on your imagination.
Okay.
That's what's really making me so excited now, because now that he's awakened, the possibilities are endless.
Mm-hmm. I do like that. I do like that he's not being taken over by some person or concept or spirit or whatever.
See, so in the end, you won.
I did win. You're right. I did win. I won. I didn't lose.
See, this is why I need to be around.
There is that. Quietly has lost. I won. But hold on. Okay. He's still rubber. He was talking about chopper's fruit. I don't like it. I wish he was just the rubber fruit. Human model. Human would reach enlightenment.
These niggas will be okay. They just don't like change. That's all it is.
You know, explaining how Luffy died and now awakened his power in the first place. Also, the Goro says that the fruit causes people to smile, so it's not Luffy actually doing it. What is his limits now? Because we know old cartoons have no limits. By the way, Zebex, Jolly Roger has Luffy's hair, does it? I gotta look at that. Luffy versus Kaido going to turn into Tom and Jerry fight.
What I'm interested in the most now is what is the conditions for him to reach Gear 5th? Like, can he do it all the time whenever he feels like it, or does his back have to be against the wall?
Well, this seemed to me like a subset of his awakening. It didn't seem like something he had hidden in the back pocket this whole time, personally speaking. I think this is something
because we know that the condition to get your Devil Fruit awakening is for your life to be like on death's door.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, what you guys saying? Vince on the powers. Yours gimmick. Luffy having no limits almost makes it boring. With Gear 5th, there's no real struggle anymore. I guess here's what I'll say: don't overreact in any direction yet. Don't be quick to like put your cape on, but don't be quick to get your pitchfork. Only because, what if there was serious ramifications and serious drawbacks? Like if you use this again, like you could do this 2 more times and you die. Like, you never know what the drawbacks can be. So I wouldn't go too crazy yet. But how do you feel, Pat? How do you feel about it him not being a Paramecia though? Just out of curiosity.
Like I said, bro, this shit don't bother me. It's just a title, really. It's still doing the same shit.
I like it being a Paramecia. Can't even lie. We'll see though.
Because you're old fashioned, bro. You don't like change.
I don't. I'm adaptable, but I don't. What's up, Mikey? Sky P arc still makes some sense.
Like, basically, it's not hampering anything. He's still able to stretch, do whatever. It's just the title is different now.
But yeah, but Mongoose, don't overreact yet in any direction. And I'm with you, Breezy. I think it's more like the imagination means he's flexing. Like he probably thinks that his body has a limit to how far it can stretch and stuff. And it's like removing that limiter allows him to do like all the things possible with his rubber body. I just want to know that as a mythical zone of the sun god, does he have ancillary abilities that we don't know about? Because most Zoans, they kind of come like, one of the Boa sisters, obviously she has all the typical powers of a Zoan, but then one of them could turn on fire in the salamander mode, the other one could spit venom, right? So they usually come with something. So like now that he's rubber or whatever, he probably does have some second ability that we may not know about. I don't think Luffy understands he's awakened, so he's calling it Gear 5th. I'm not mad at that. Well, Naya, remember that Luffy became bloodthirsty after eating the fruit because Zoans have a soul, and this is a god that chose Luffy, so there's a chance he's affecting Luffy's character. So you still lost to quietly in 7? Damn. Is the smoke around Luffy just toon magic? I'll look at it again. Luffy said he can fight a little bit longer. This devil fruit breaks the rules of Zoan. Where is his hybrid? I don't know.
What?
I guess you'd have to figure that out.
What rules is it breaking?
Because you have a man beast mode, a human mode, and a hybrid mode, and a full animal mode and shit like that. But
okay, but does that apply to mythical Zoans though?
I can't really. The only one I feel like I've seen be partial is Marco, so I can't really speak to anyone else. Because even Sengoku, I saw him human and like full Buddha. I haven't seen his hybrid mode, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so does that apply to? Because I was literally about to use Sengoku as an example. Like, does that apply to a mythical zone though? Because this isn't a normal zone.
Yeah.
Kaido's a mythical, and he had a hybrid form, full dragon and human. Kaido also has a hybrid form. Oh, yes, that's true. I forgot Kaido. I forget about Kaido. It's crazy. folks think of Ace as fruit and Ace uses powers like, bro. I don't know.
Between human and human.
He's right. I guess okay. I think that like okay, the next thing that I need to know again, this is kind of my issue right now is like why now? It's still like that hasn't been answered yet. Could get answered later, so I'm not like upset or not yet, but I needed to know the reasons and conditions for why this happened this time. Why didn't it happen other times that he was in danger or lost? Why didn't it happen when Kaido smacked him off the island? Why now? What is the specific conditions that were happening? Is it because Momonosuke is there? Is it because Zushina is approaching? Is it because it's on Wano? Like, I still got a lot of questions, but him kind of removing his imagination limiter, and this is like, I think this applies to Devil Fruits in general, but especially the Paramecia Superhuman class, that your ability is limited by your imagination. Like, I've seen Oda take some abilities that I thought were pretty mid and make them pretty incredible. But if it's really, like, it almost looked a little cartoony, like how he's like ripping up the ground and stuff like that. But again, I'm okay with that level of wackiness, but I just hope there's limitations. And I think there should be a significant drawback. But I don't foresee him just busting out Gear 5th willy-nilly like that until like maybe Endgame. That's what I gotta say.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I want to know if this is something that he can just use going forward, or he has to have like his back against the wall type beat in order to bring it out.
So yeah. But then again, we've seen a bunch of different. We've seen Zoans do different things because isn't Chopper's the only one we've seen manipulate a zone with like medicine and science too? So maybe the rules for Zoans have a little bit of wiggle room if you really think about it in its entirety. But I hear you guys though. The only one without a hybrid form is probably Sengoku. I wonder if Chopper's fruit can talk to him. Yamato has the 3. Did I see Yamato's? You might be right. That applies to Kaido and the rest of the Marco Sengoku had at least 2 forms. Luffy only had 1. Next chapter we put to pull out the joyful cruel son. Joyful cruel son. Oh, okay, I got it. Escanor.
I mean, I feel like we're asking too many questions about forms. We just saw him pull it out, bro. Can we see him fight first before we start asking where the hybrid shit and all that stuff is at? Like, damn.
Yeah. I got you. I finished it. Yo, he gave him a cartooner smackdown. The battle still goes on. I guess Wano in the middle of time prophecy and him literally dying. Why did it happen and Impel down? I don't know. He had to lose. Kulad saying the condition just to lose 3 times in the arc, bro. He got swept. That was a 4-game sweep. That makes you wonder how crazy the fruits are going to be moving forward. I don't think he'll have a hybrid because it is a human fruit, so it wouldn't really work because humans. I guess like. My question is, where does the sun god portion come? What you're saying? I get what you're saying. That makes sense that Sengoku wouldn't necessarily have a form like that, but he should still be able to do like partial transformations to make his hand Buddha and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess if at the end of the day, you know, it's the Hito no Mi model, you know, that's so. I get you saying. And what's cool about it being mythical is that Nika is that mythicals are usually fictional tales. So in the One Piece universe, folks cling on to the Nika story for hope. Even a government arrests people telling the story. If the devil fruit is about imagination, if Zabek had it, would he have had more sinister powers? I don't know. I thought all devil fruits depend on imagination. I actually agree with that too. At me on Thing Miles. At me on Discord. You might have done it already. I read the chapter. Gonna sit on it for a bit. Also started Apollo Justice. My man Phoenix struggling. Yeah, man. When he came out with the fucking sandals and the and the toque, but the right anything goes agency. I said, what's going on here, bro? Definitely the use. Definitely I like Kinemon, a good fashionista using that. Well, King of Lightning was completely off, so that's a win. I don't know. Nika. I don't know King of Lightning was saying. What did he say? He man's like Cole. I thought he would have at me and they DM me. I'm gonna fight y'all. Truly. I will. We will fight. But yeah, Pat, what did you think in general though? What are your thoughts? Yeah.
Oh, he's deafened, so he ain't hear
Oh.
shit.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
Well, I was just looking, browsing the internet and whatnot, and it says that Nika himself, according to fucking who's what he heard, right? The legend is that Nika isn't actually a sun god. He was revered as a sun god.
Ah.
Nika's act is Nika was apparently a warrior that liberated slaves from their oppressors.
Okay, that makes that actually okay. That makes that okay. That then I could take this in a lot better stride. Then maybe the sun god part was related to what who said about maybe because they're sun pirates and whatnot. What's up, Miles?
Yeah,
How you doing, man?
So
good.
I see you two there. I see you, Vince. What's
yeah,
up, man?
literally just the fact
Yeah,
that since
yeah.
he liberates, since Nika liberates slaves from their oppressors, that could be seen as the like a new tomorrow, a new horizon, whatever the hell, the sun rising again or whatever the fuck, right? So
Hmm.
he's not literally a sun god with fucking like radiation powers and shit.
Okay, I got you. So I should. What you're saying is don't expect Luffy to have like fire around him and all right.
Okay,
Yeah,
y'all talking One Piece. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on. I heard Oda grabbed the crown again, put it on his head.
He might have. He might have not.
Eh,
Yeah, I heard he was running around like Giannis.
It's good.
He said I'm back in the finals, man.
It's. I think this has the potential to be polarizing. I don't dislike it. I don't love it. I have parts. I have questions. I have parts I like and parts I don't like. To kind of.
Oh,
nah,
I
it's
thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna love it based off of whatever the last little thing was.
nah. I knew for a fact that he was gonna be freaking iffy about it. That's why I said I don't know how you gonna feel about this.
Mhm.
But nah, I think it no, or actually not. I think it still 101% has the possibility of running the storyline that you wanted, Yeti, because what them world government fucking cronies pencil neck say that all zones have a will of their own, right?
Mhm.
Okay, that goes back to the whole freedom and
That's what I thought.
free
That's what I
free
thought. Yeah.
free will storyline, right? So once after all this fight is done, right?
Mhm.
And somebody explained to Luffy that, oh well, you got the freaking spirit of a legendary warrior who did all this good shit for people in you. Luffy could be like, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
So it still has a possibility of running that storyline
Oh,
that you
Shane,
want.
what's up? Nikki,
We just have to get through this fucking fight first.
I'm talking about it on
You have
stream,
to,
brother. Sorry, Simbi. I thought that we'd what's
uh,
up. Keep going. My bad.
Simi.
yeah, yeah. What's up?
No, keep going. Keep going. My
But
bad.
shouldn't all devil
Sorry, no, I'm
fruits
saying
not
I'm literally on
just
stream talking
zones
about it right now.
have some form of consciousness? If we even
Yeah.
go back to the Ends Lobby thing, where like
Oh, I
Jabba
mean, I
was
have it open
talking
and shit,
about,
but I'm come
hey,
to the
if
stream.
we
I'm
like
talking about it right now. You
do
got
this,
man.
the devil's gonna come out
You
and
want
like
to
fight
play
and
it?
we'll die.
I mean, hey,
You
I'm
you
not
like
even
prefer
Just
arguing
ask me on
against you.
Discord.
I'm just repeating what they said on the paper.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even
So,
saying that
yeah,
what they said is logical
I'm
or
gonna
even
hit you up after though.
consistent.
But yeah,
Plus, we gotta keep in mind of any translational differences once the viz drops. But
I guess that's true.
yeah, I'm just saying what 100% based on what we just read on them fucking
it's
papers.
a cartoon. I'm sorry.
Honestly though, like you still
What's up,
got
man?
a chance for what you said to be true. Like we don't know yet because you just revealed it this chapter. There's a chance that the other ones have their own will and stuff like that.
Okay, and then I guess going on that, do you guys think then that he put this part in far too late?
What was sorry? What did you say initially?
Like
Every devil
that
fruit should have a will of his own.
yeah.
Shouldn't every single one.
Oh yeah, but we always knew that Zoans were different specifically because they're the only type of devil fruit we saw get put into inanimate objects. So we always knew they had a different property. In some aspect, we don't know what it is until Vegapunk explains it, but we knew they were different for some reason.
That's fair.
Because think about Smiley, think about the Dachshund, model Dachshund, the fucking like Lasso. Okay, I never remember. I don't know the dog it was.
And then Funk Freed.
Exactly. All of those were Zoans. Remember, they were not Paramecias or Logias. So we always knew they were different for some reason in some way, and that Well, ancients are supposed to be extra durable, and carnivorous ones are more like predators. Remember, Rob Lucci tastes blood, and he got a little more bloodthirsty. Like, so that was always prevalent.
That's fair.
Luffy turned into Popeye the Sailor Man. I did think about Popeyes. I won't lie to you. He definitely popped in my head with the spinach, into fucking flexing.
To answer your final question, I actually don't think it was revealed a little too late. I think, I mean, well, yeah, I think the one thing that could have been said probably a little bit earlier is this whole freaking the world government trying to get a hold of the Gumu Gumu no Mi this entire time or whatever the fuck, or but at least trying to keep this one specific devil fruit under wraps. But other than that, I think that it wasn't too late or too far in game for us to now learn this information. But yeah, also keep in mind that I'm not as crackhead as the rest of y'all. So
That's true.
I guess that's fair. I don't know. I think like the overall execution of how the power looks and like the Looney Tunes aspect is actually cool and fun. I'm just like kind of a purist when it comes to like that hard working and working with like a shitty ability. So I just think this is like really bad that we've gone for literally years and years of being impressed with Luffy having supposedly one of the shittiest devil fruits and making it one of the best. And now it like just comes around and turns out, no, you actually just have one of the best.
The best.
Yeah.
Because they say it's the most ridiculous. I 100% feel that. That is a valid freaking criticism.
And even with the mythical zone thing, it's like, well, at least I was under the impression, and I think most people were, was Luffy is physically strong because that's his natural gift, and maybe he got it from his grandfather. But if he has a mythical zone with this Nika, and it's talking about I can't even give like something I gave him since pre-time skip was he was just always physically one of the strongest people. That just also seems now to be more so due to his devil fruit.
I think the problem with a lot of these Eastern story, Japanese storytelling is sometimes like I always know for a series like this, there comes a point where we get something kind of revealed to us that could add context or completely recontextualize kind of how we look at the story. And I do think that depending on your perspective, this can really change how you felt about Luffy and his progression and things of that nature. I'm not mad at that. That's probably what's bothering me to some degree, where it's like, I'm with you on that. Like, stretching cool, and Luffy's like the only character that I could really think that made the idea of being a rubber like cool to me. Like, I like Plastic Man. I don't have a problem with like Elastigirl, but she did, you know what I'm saying? And like Mr. Fantastic and whatnot, right? Mr. Fantastic because he's smart, not because he's stretched though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
like,
he's not the only person.
Yeah.
Or nothing like that.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I gotta think about it.
Here's where I'm at with it, right? It all comes down to interpretation.
Okay.
What they said was that the fruit itself is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But they didn't say it's the greatest devil fruit of all time. Because, again, the ability is linked to your imagination. Mm-hmm. The awakening itself causes Luffy to do all types of crazy stuff. But at its core, it's still the same Gumu Gumu no Mi that we've seen. It's still got the same limitations before it's awakened.
Oh shit! I've never played sports before. I don't know where I'm going. Here's the thing. One pushback, I guess, is that like him actually having a. I'm not. This is not a good or bad thing. I'm not a fan of it. But now that he has a mythical Zoan, he's also in an even more rare class of having the literal rarest category of devil fruit. He's not in the most common class. I like that he was in the most common class of devil fruit before that. It's made his journey slightly more interesting.
But Pat, this also is said it does kind of change how like even like we see Luffy's just physical capabilities because he has the mythical zone. Or like I think I could have made the argument even without the rubber fruit, his physical powers in hockey would have taken him still very, very, very far.
Yeah.
But now that it's like, oh, he has a mythical zone, how much of that is attributed to his fruit then? What does he have by himself now? You know what I mean? I'm not
gonna take away and devalue everything that he's done and whatnot. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna-
that's what I'm saying. I hear
I
what
don't
you're
want
saying,
to.
but based on what we've seen, like the way it's been presented when he's won his battles, I can say that he still won those on his own merit, not because.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna take away that him having the fruit doesn't mean like he shouldn't have win, but I'm just saying like, what of like his own abilities that he was innately born with can we give him versus what he was now given due to having said fruit?
His imagination.
Yeah. And imagination is a crazy power.
But like, yeah, no, I understand what Pat's argument is because essentially is that this fruit is completely different based on who the user is.
True.
So everything we've seen that Luffy's done, from how he's used it to the techniques that he's come up with, is all his imagination, nobody else's. If we ever get to see on paper any of the other previous users of this fruit, it should be drastically different than what we've been seeing for 1,000 chapters following Luffy. So I understand what Pat is trying to get at.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
But I feel like even with just any paramecia, it would just be like that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like most paramecias is like the imagination thing. Like, I don't think anybody in the series, if they had Dofi's fruit, would do what Dofi did.
I think I agree with that. Though I do think the clone string was bullshit.
Yeah.
That was BS, but aside from that, I don't know. I think this is one of those things that just it seems to be a matter of perspective. I can see this being a bit polarizing though. Like, I'm not mad at the chapter, you know, but I got some questions.
I'm glad
I got some
that it's
concerns.
not.
But I'm glad he's
glad
not
it's not
literally
the free chapter.
getting taken over by another nigga, I guess.
That's, I think, is very, very good that it's not a possession, and I'm glad that like a lot of people's theories were just wrong. Because I just like saying One Piece fans mauled.
I saw no theories.
I saw like a lot of like the tree sap thing. The
Show it to class because we have no idea.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
me. I don't see
Yeah,
no
I
One
don't.
Piece.
I avoid
timeline.
One Piece theories like the plague. I hate these niggas. So go ahead.
what was? Yeah, no, there was like a big one that came out 2 weeks ago in the chapter drop where like he was supposed to be like type of tree sap thing. I forget what it was.
Tree sap. Why?
Tree sap. Why?
Yeah,
The juice,
it's
juice
resin.
from the from the Rokaka, the
Yeah.
juice.
Ah, good
No.
times.
Scoop said it right. It's tree resin. That's what it was supposed to be. A lot of people were saying.
It's what?
Tree
Rubber
resin.
tree resin? What the fuck is that?
Because rubber comes from resin, which is like a type of tree sap, I believe. And it's like flammable and has like all the other properties that would explain why it's like the Red Hawk and shit like that.
Oh.
Y'all supplying way
And it,
too
like,
much
helps with, like,
science.
Yeah, and it has like this weird like.
One Piece has so
thing
many
of,
fake
like,
scientists. One Piece.
1000%. But yeah, that was a huge one. I'm surprised no one heard that.
Oh, there are no One Piece fans on my timeline.
I want you to
The One
understand
Piece fans
this,
are on my
Miles.
timeline.
If
They don't
I
tweet about
pay
it.
attention to the One Piece fan base, this is the shit I'm gonna see. Well, Zoro actually has some traits of Joyboy, therefore he is also a good candidate for the vest. I'm not trying to see these niggas talk about that dumbass shit. I hate them. They're not smart. They just talk about nonsense all day. I can't stand the fan base. I don't follow
only got
anything they're
really
talking
into it on
about.
Twitter 'cause
About
y'all
Zoro
niggas
has
sound
traits of Joyboy. He liberates too. Bro, shut the fuck up talking to me.
I wonder how those guys are doing, by the way. Now that we know that it's not a possession.
They're just gonna come up
They
with
said
some
Zoro
other
Peace.
angle interior.
I'm saying Luffy is the best candidate, but also Zoro has Joyboy traits. I'm like, this is the conversation you're having, really. Like, what do you want from me? I can't listen to their theories. I can't do it.
I'm also glad it's not like a 3-in-1 deal. That would have been fucking horrible.
Yeah.
3-in-1 deal. What you mean?
Some people were saying it's gonna be like a mythical fruit, paramecia, and a Logia
What the fuck?
combined in one. Yeah.
How could they even think that rubber can be something intangible? How does that make any sense?
Well, because if it was resin, then it would be a naturally producing thing.
What?
Because fuck it, that's why.
Oh shit.
Hey man, I don't agree.
Oh shit.
You know what? Why are we here? We just make up some more nonsense. Why not?
Y'all really trying to apply real life fucking science.
They did this the first time he used Red Hawk. They talked about vulcanizing rubber or some nonsense, and I'm like, son, I don't know about all that.
Man.
Yeah, it's the same niggas that thought Snake Man would have poison in it.
Well, I saw somebody say for Snake Man, Luffy would lick the ground. So
Yeah, he gonna feel the vibrations.
he said snakes see by taste. I said he gonna lick. I said, bro, this is why I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to see it. Keep them away from me.
Zoro got Joyboy traits. What that mean?
No.
The nigga Zoro don't even smile anymore. What the fuck they talking about?
Bro, you know what it is. They lost the Kaido, the Kaido killing Kaido thing, so they're like, I don't know, bro.
They really trying to act like that's
They
gonna
never
get
said
swept
that
under the rug. By the way,
No,
yeah.
fuck it's
So when
not.
the arc is over, I'm coming back on their asses for that.
See, if I do what I'm doing, I'm waiting until the end. Just so you know, there's just no chance.
Niggas
I
poisoned my
cannot fucking
fan
see.
base for years.
Oh, shit is actually in my way.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna hold you. These courses confusing. Especially that other one you was just on. I'm like, hold on, where you going? All type of turning, all type of shit. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I still believe that this is a turning point chapter. Now, of course,
I agree.
Of course, there'll still be, I don't know, I guess the people who are, oh, well, you know, he just got a Zenkai boost, this shit whack, got more fuel, they gonna hate on it regardless, or they just give him a plot device so he could beat Kaido type, da da this, da da that, but I'm more interested on what we're gonna do after this. Kaido should win again.
For the fourth time. But nah, you need to go for 5. We doing that 5 times. 5 times.
I love Coconut Mall. This is a good level. Timeless level.
You just need to be the 5-time champion if you're doing that.
Kaido killing Luffy. KKL, let's go.
That's powerful.
KL.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, anyways, I don't want to act like I'm not invalidating anything Luffy really did. I think my problem is that, like, the more the story goes on, the less special Luffy kind of comes across to me, if that makes sense. Whether that's good or bad is up to you.
He got the hat, he got the fruit, he got, what else he got? Shit.
The
Everything.
It's the lineage, you know, everything. Like,
lineage.
there's nothing doesn't really have. And again, this is my. I'll be honest. I will be honest. I'll be fully transparent here. Part of the reason that I'm mad about this stuff is because then, like, in a lot of ways, I can't. Oh my God, Toad, where'd you come from? I can't use certain arguments that I like to use against Naruto and Bleach. I'm losing more ground by the day, bro.
1000%. Niggas can't say anything about Ichigo being everything anymore. 100%.
Exactly. Like, I every day I have less ammunition to use, so I'm getting mad. I'll be honest. I didn't know to do that.
Nigga like me, that was never a bad thing.
Nah, man.
He probably like, I eat regardless.
Yep, I eat regardless. Yes, sir.
Nah, man.
It's all about the execution. But I mean, I already know how you operate. You're just gonna sleep on the chapter, read it a couple more times, warm up to it over time.
Is that what I do? Is that my
Yes,
text?
that's exactly what you do. Everything that you see for the first time, you hate.
Wow. First
Damn,
of all,
he got you there.
I'm not a hater.
Got you there, coach. No, that's a lie.
Vince
Don't
is a
even
hater.
lie like that. No, don't even lie like that.
Everybody
in here
positive
except maybe everybody in here except maybe Pat is a hater. Pat just hates on very specific things and he gets very happy.
James Harden.
Thank you.
Not in general. Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Everybody else in here is a certified hater.
The chapter's already out. I'll post it again.
This like the 4th time he posted.
I can't post it. It's gone.
Why is everybody acting like they don't know where we read One Piece.
I don't
by
know,
now.
bro. I don't know.
They all got the,
We read it.
they got the Michael disease.
We read it in the same
Bro.
place every week.
They
TCB
storming
scans.
my
I don't
dimensions
understand.
Talking about some link, bruh.
They got the Michael disease, man. That's what you could do.
I'm just not gonna tweet for the rest of the night, cause no.
Luffy's the Messiah of pirates. The teacher unnecessary. Luffy will be Kaido, but Zoro will hit the final blow, killing him. Oh, brother. KKZ. Well, yeah.
Nigga, Luffy really like top 5 now. That's crazy.
Let's go.
Smoking on top 5s. Wanna fuck that album, fuck that single, burn that hard drive, burn that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, with every passing chapter, I feel like this nigga Blackbeard's gonna get his ass worked.
But wait, now,
I'm
hold
so
on.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, hold
He's
on.
really like, he's the one that...
As long as,
shit.
As long as I see him rip off Shanks' hand and beat him with the other one before it happens. As long as I get
Oh
that.
shit.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, so let's talk about this real quick, right? So some things are connecting, all things being considered. I was saying this in the part of the live reaction. With Who's Who carrying the Gomu Gomu no Mi and him getting the demotion that he got because of how special and how badly the world government want that, a lot of that stuff making sense too. Because he also mentioned the sun god by himself the first time. I don't know if that's related to the sun pirates and the fishmen and everything like that too. Maybe that's why he's depicted with the sun. That could all be coming full circle in its own way, but it's the idea that Shanks went to speak about the Gorosei, to speak to the Gorosei, I guess, because the fact that he was going to originally deliver the Gomu Gomu no Mi to the world government, but Luffy ended up fucking eating it because he just ate it, right? So
That is nonsense. Shanks is a pirate.
Wait, I thought, wait, you're saying Shanks was going to deliver it?
yeah, that's there's that, or he was gonna safeguard it, or like he knew the significance behind the Gomu Gomu no Mi, but prior to
Wait,
Luffy eating it.
I thought he took it from Who's Who. Am I misremembering?
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about Shanks taking it from Who's Who. Or isn't that what happened? Who's Who had the fruit at some point.
Yeah, and he took it. Okay.
And
yeah,
then he was.
yeah.
And what I'm saying is, I was out in my head. I'm like, why did he get demoted so badly for that? I'm saying
He should've
a
got
lot of that
executed,
stuff's making
for being
sense
honest.
because the world government is trying to get it for 800 years.
But if we're being honest, like if I was them and I wanted this fruit and we had it and Who's Who like fucked it up, that's execution. I'm surprised he got demoted. Like you have to die for that. I'm sorry. If I had a fruit that could give me imagination, yeah, you gotta die. It's over. I'm sorry.
I gotta read this. I gotta read some shit again. Hold on.
You see, he's already started. He's reading shit, putting the pieces together, and like, you know what? I like this.
I gotta look up something one more time. Hold on.
Man, this.
Luffy over here really channeling the Toon Force.
Then
I
they
think
say
the thing that
Pegasus
threw me the
fucking
most
spell card.
off out of like all Luffy's abilities, it was specifically his eyes bulging out like a cartoon, and and doing that to Kaido as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
it brings a smile to everybody's face. He ain't laughing. You know, I'm laughing.
Nigga is laughing uncontrollably. Like, I'm actually a little concerned, to be honest with you.
This shit's scary.
Like, nigga laughing every
He lost
fucking
his
page.
last
I'm
brain
like,
cell.
bro.
His last brain cell is gone.
Yeah, gotta limit her off.
Luffy's officially brain dead, people. It's over. Hold on, where's that part with imagination?
Hey, you know I had to shoehorn in my boy. Nigga woke up because that observation hockey is on 12. Nigga felt
Sanji.
Luffy going crazy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's my second in command.
What the other nigga doing? He's still asleep.
Nigga fighting the Grim Reaper. I hope he dies.
So Joyboy really is the warrior of liberation. Probably how I'm interpreting it. More so than so it's more so of a title someone gets. Now,
Wait, so Sam,
what I'm interested to know is, no. Thing said he hadn't seen Joyboy since for like 800 years or 900 years, right? So this is the first quote unquote reappearance of Joyboy, which means if any other wielder the Gomu Gomu no Mi up until Luffy has not activated this ability, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
right?
based on what we know. Maybe the real government lied, or someone doesn't know the truth. Maybe it appeared they don't know, but okay. Because we'll have to. I'll see a couple other translations. The most ridiculous power in the world is something that I could live with because other devil fruits have gotten certain titles like the invincible Goro Goro no Mi, and then I can't remember what they call the Ope Ope no Mi exactly what it was. I know what it could do. I can't remember what title they're giving it, and I do recall them calling the Goro Goro no Mi the strongest fruit in the world, or with the power to destroy the world. So. A lot of devil fruits have had a couple exaggerated titles, if you will. So I'm okay with ridiculous being the adjective we're using here.
You talk about the Gura Gura no Mi. I'm over here like, wait, what? Because you said Goro Goro. I'm like, that's Anaru's fruit.
Yeah, remember the Goro Goro no Mi was known as the invincible Logia, because you're like living lightning. Did you forget that?
Are we talking about Whitebeards or now? I'm so
The
confused.
Goro and Gura Gura.
Okay, all right.
I mentioned both.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay.
Sorry, guys.
He said, do not question his One Piece
No,
authority.
that's why I was like, wait, what? But he mentioned both.
The
I was like, all right.
tremor fruit and the rumble fruit. Okay, and they're still synonyms. Okay, so
Yeah, use that English. Yeah, there we go. Wait, Simi, you said earlier that. Wait, did you say that Nika was a living person in the past?
I said is a rumor or a legend tale.
Ninja Hideaway is a level I keep hearing about, so we'll see how that goes. Sorry, keep going. My bad.
You didn't switch. No, actually, let me see when the stream catch up. Cause I'm like, they just looking at your black face.
Oh shoot, yeah. I'm
Wow.
gaming. Guru, the fuck are these words? I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I could. I'm trying to see if I could fire my neurons, and if I could get my little gray cells could start activating. So can you One Piece experts and riddle me this? And in all of the other islands that the Straw Hats have quote unquote saved, all the other countries, civilizations, whatever, what may have you, that the Straw Hats have saved, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So, Alabasta, Skypia, and fucking Dressrosa, right? Were those citizens slaves?
Alabasta, no. Dressrosa,
yes. You can
Skypia, no.
make the argument
Skypia was
for
like
Fishman
mutiny.
Island. You can make the argument for Fishman Island.
Water 7 wasn't, right?
Nah, that was a personal. Well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it, because Robin kind of was
honestly,
a slave.
Probably all of them, in a figurative sense, probably every single island.
Yeah, because, and also if you want to talk about, because I feel like I know where you're trying to go with this, with like the idea of liberating and liberation, but that could also be changing you clinging on to tradition and more intangible things like that too, like changing someone's mind. Like you could have a slavery mindset if anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and
That's not what I was.
Oh, okay. Then
That's not
sorry.
what
My
I was
fault,
getting
my
at.
fault. Okay, go ahead.
That's because I'm thinking about the question, why now?
Mhm.
Well, I was thinking because the situation on Wano specifically meets the requirements for the Legend of Joyboy to appear. Because the Legend of Joyboy is a warrior who frees slaves from their oppressors. That's why I was asking you, has any other place that the Straw Hats have quote unquote saved, were they slaves? And actually,
Okay,
I would say,
so you mean it in the most literal sense.
yes.
Yeah.
So a
everybody else could've been, like,
a couple
in
times.
different
Like Dressrosa,
servants.
I would say yes because of the way that the
toys.
even if they didn't know it, some of them didn't know it, but they all were puppets for Doflamingo, and then plus the toy factory and everything. But yes, on Wano, like they are being worked to death to make weapons. Absolutely, chained up in the mines and all that kind of shit. Except the people in the
Yes,
flower
and
capital.
it was also explicitly stated the chapter before that they are going to be slaves.
Yeah, so that's I'm thinking that the reason why it's happening now is because
He's liberating.
this is the situation. Not the liberating part. The fact that they're slaves, literal slaves, and he's freeing the slaves. Because that's what Nika or I should say, what Joyboy was.
Magma
Right, that's the legend of him.
That's crazy. Here at the word slaves became Harriet's Tubman. I gotta give respect to my dad.
Luffy top 5.
Yeah, we gotta throw this into Black History Month.
Shanks took the food, he wanted it, didn't know about it.
That's a good point, Sammy. I mean, it could also be a thing. Maybe it's like a build-up thing, right? Where like he saved so many people, and like I don't know. It's kind of like I'm trying to think of a way to put it.
I mean, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. I can say what you're trying to say.
Like it's,
so,
it's like a build-up of like he has so much.
To become a legend,
freedom. Yeah.
To become a legend or become like a rumor,
Catch a
like
Freeman.
a myth, you have to do something over and over and over again so that a bunch of different people share the same story, right? So him going around saving different countries could give him the notion of, oh well, he's this person who, if he appears on your country, you going through bad times, he gonna save you out. So that now with these literal slaves and he's slaving them. Oh shit! Imagine
Yo, they slaving over there. They slaving the slaves.
He's saving them. Now he became that legend. So the requirements were fulfilled. So it could go either way. It can either be like this specific.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it can either be this
like
specific country meets the requirements of literal slaves being saved, or Luffy acquired enough accumulations where he became the myth and whatnot. So the myth was reborn.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess see this is a fake pushback because we don't see them do anything, but then I have to think about the Revolutionary Army. What the fuck are they doing? Y'all not liberating niggas? Why ain't dragging Joyboy? I'm joking.
Damn niggas sitting on their island sipping tea and shit. They ain't doing nothing. Dragon, what you doing, bitch? Oh shit. Send that fucking Sab out there by himself to go get his ass beat. Whatever, though.
I guess one of my questions to you guys is, oh my god, I got sniped like that?
Wait.
Do you guys think that I'm restarting because I don't.
Wait, I just have, wait. Can I just say this quick thing, real quick, guy?
Go ahead.
Luffy did get the gears every time he was on the cusp of saving someone, right? Well, no, he got gear for it over the time skip. Never mind.
But he did activate it when he was going to save.
Yeah, he got gear 2
Roasted.
when he was saving En's Lobby and Nico Robin, or Water 7 and Nico Robin, and I was going to say gear 4 through Dressrosa, but he technically got Dressrosa over the 2-year time skip, but...
Yeah, I agree with
I
you
was gonna
saying
say-
it's oppressive, if anything. You know, they're being held down by something that they can't act. They can't act freely because of something. Like, you go to Nami's island. They're quote unquote living their lives under Arlong's rule. You know, but they're doing this for Nami's sake in a lot of ways. So like, I hear you. Because to me, in every island he's gone to, he's liberated someone or he's changed a mindset or something. So like, he may not
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Don't be stuck up on the liberation word.
No, I got you.
But yeah, so that's what I was trying to put together. Like, what's different about Wano versus every other arc that we've been to? So that's my 2 cents. Me trying to make sense of what the fuck going on. That's my contribution to the community.
Tribulation.
Yeah, where's that?
I guess my still big thing is like, so are we in agreement that Luffy really did die?
No,
I'm not in agreement. I never.
I think it was close.
nobody dies in One Piece.
Yeah.
Nobody.
think-
One Piece
I
is like
think
Mortal
Luffy-
Kombat. Nobody
Now,
dies in One
stop
Piece.
saying that. People die in One Piece. God damn it.
They do.
Yes, they do.
I don't like Mario Kart Tour levels. Why does the fucking lap change every time? I don't like this. This phone game trash. Stop putting these courses in the game. Sorry.
Well, I guess my question is, why do you think he didn't? Why would you say he didn't die?
Why did he die?
He's not dead. He's gear fit.
Oh,
Basically,
Okay,
Because the wound was blunt force trauma. So because he's rubber, so like he has like added resistance to that kind of thing. So I don't really think he would die from an attack like that. If he was impaled, then I would be like, yeah, he died.
But
he got
some of
rocked.
the differences that we know is one, right? Luffy was literally on his last leg, physically, like mentally, whatever, right? You get caught off guard with one of the strongest hits by one of the physically strongest people in the world, right?
Mm.
You have an instance before where you're knocked out, and Momo specifically says, I can hear him. We have another moment where when Kaido first knocks him out, Kaido says, he's unconscious, but I can still see him grinning at me. This time, Kaido says he is dead, I can feel it. Momo says the voice is gone. Even Law comes in and says, I can't hear him.
But I think
In
that's
conjunction
because
with the other things,
Okay,
Go ahead.
so
I'm not
okay.
mad if you say he
One
did,
little thing,
but, like-
Miles. I don't take them not being able to hear his voice as literal death. It could just be that he's so close to it, it's so faint that they can't tell, and they might have to not have the perception to be able to do that. Because I think of it the same way as Key. Like if you could suppress your energy level low enough, you can't sense the person. You feel what I'm saying? But also, it also depends on if you're literally trying to some degree. Like, I'm sure they're monitoring the fight because that fight up there is important. Whereas Kaido's like, this nigga's literally right in front of me the time where he's still glaring at me. And he didn't intend to kill him. He intended to break his will and break his spirit. So, like, the context is a little different, though I understand where you're going. But if he died, based on my understanding of Devil Fruit rules, he would have lost to Gomu Gomu no Mi, even if it was temporarily, because at that point, it would have reincarnated to a fruit around him if you believe in the cycle of reincarnation of the DFs. So,
but then that's what I'm saying with the god thing, the sun god Nika thing, we don't really know. Maybe that's what needed to happen, his actual true death. So he could like reincarnate into like kind of like the true like kind of like the shedding of like your mortal coil or some shit. You know what I mean?
He became the fertilizer for the earth, and then the
Yeah.
sun grew plant, and then now he back.
Oh my god.
he's oil. Someone said he was oil. I remember that shit. Nigga said he was oil.
He oil. I
Like
don't
he
know.
melted.
I saw oil and candle wax. That's what I saw.
Candle wax?
Yeah.
Shadow wax is crazy.
handle wax.
Because the way it's drawn, the way he looked when he was laughing. Like the last panel, I know exactly what he was going with that dumb shit.
Handle wax.
Man, eat my ass.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but no, I don't think he died though. I really don't.
Nah, I don't think he died either. Only because I've seen Luffy take so much punishment over the years from like getting rocked and shit. So for me, to see him die from getting hit by like a club or something like that, I just can't envision it.
Nah, you see, Mr. 3 is Paramecia candle wax. This is mythical Zoan candle wax. It's different. Joyboy incarnation
shit.
theories were crazy. I did not see any of them, so thank God.
Handle wax.
Candle wood.
But okay, well, since we do know that he was on death's door, his Vivre card should have like almost gone out, and his alliance should be coming through, right?
Well, you see, he didn't show that to us, so I don't know. Like you could
Yeah, I was
assume
about to
that. I agree with that. I think if that was significant, he would have done something like show us them seeing that. Though he could just do it after the fact, but I think that's kind of cheap.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like if they pull up now and they're like, we saw the card or whatever. I'm like, I would have liked to see something before that just indicated it. That's just me though. Personal thing. It's not a good or bad thing. Okay, I guess one of my questions to the chat and you guys is, do you think this was something that was always planned, or do you think this is something that came up like during the course of the story as things were changing or whatever? Or do you think Oda always
I
wanted
think
to?
this was
I think he always planned it.
yeah, especially since it's a
I'm
Japanese
arguing that.
movie. Yeah,
Because it goes all the way back to Shibodi when he says the person who's Pirate King is the freest person on the seas.
Okay.
So I think he's always had this in mind.
But also, Oda can still play with that free will versus fate concept. In my opinion, I don't think it's dead yet. I don't think but again, the more
have
special
to
he,
see where it
the
goes.
more special he becomes, the more I gotta just be like, hey man, he was born to be Pirate King type.
Yeah, I think if it was the Joyboy like in like possession or anything, I think that would have really fucked it up. But I think he can still be fine now.
But again, there's nothing wrong with like destined or chosen one tropes. It all comes down to how you execute
Yeah,
it.
sure.
I guess I
No, everything is wrong with being the chosen one. Get it out the mud.
I think people are just so used to like shitty like ways in which like certain cliches are done that it's just like kind of
Yeah.
they must all be bad.
I admit a lot of this is personal because of the way I've always seen One Piece, even in conjunction to other battle shonen in specifically Weekly Shonen Jump. And I think that the longer the story goes on, the less unique things about it that I don't think it stands apart from the crowd the same way I used to think. If that makes sense.
I agree.
That's probably what's bothering me. This is the level I heard everyone told me something was fucked.
That man
Now
nice.
you can
Stand
stop
up.
posting that stupid ass picture. Are you saying you're as possessed as they are? No, he's not.
Ah!
God, that meme is dead now.
No!
Yeah, his meme is
man.
dead as fuck.
No. Oh my god, I got sniped. Stairs?
Wait, what CC is this now?
This is 150. I'm so confused.
Yeah, exactly.
This level is not wrong.
Nigga, you right under the shuriken. Oh, Jesus.
The doo-doo
Oh,
shuriken.
Jesus.
Yo, I'm going on this. What's up? Can I do that? Nope. I can, but I'm sure. God, this level is confusing as fuck.
All of these levels are. Yeah, there's so many different pathways, so many different routes. Can I just drive straight, please? I'm
Holy.
scared.
Okay, that's one lap. That was interesting. Yo, land, bitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot of trial and error to do with this level. Let's see what happens if I go this one.
One thing that I'm actually really excited for now with this Joyboy ankle is for a flashback of the Void Century. I've been waiting for this for
I think
what feels like
I will
forever.
say this. I think when I see, like, I guess OG Joyboy to some degree, I'll be able to make a lot more sense out of what's happening right now. So, oh my god. So I think this could be a little bit of a wait and see something approach.
I'm not very much like lore-based
Thank you for the
person
follow.
when it comes to stories, but I have never cared about the Void Century. I just don't know why.
Really? I can't lie.
Whoa.
I'll be thinking about that shit sometimes.
I don't know. It's just
Rent-free.
I feel like there's just so much more about the current situation that I'm just far more interested in, which is usually rare.
My thing is, like, what could possibly happen that they're just like, we are not recording this time period in history. And we're
That should
just
be
gonna
insane.
leave it up to be, like, forgotten forever. And anybody that tries to figure out what happened must be put to death. Like, that's just wild to me. Like, I think,
Yeah.
like, for me personally, like, history was always my favorite subject in school, and like,
Yes,
I
sir.
firmly believe in history repeating itself.
Yes, sir.
So, like, for a whole government to just be like, you cannot know about what happened in this time period, it just drives me insane.
Oh my god, man. You're trash. I gotta run this one back because I fucked up badly on Discourse.
Yeah, they was all walking around with their dicks out. They were doing crazy shit. Government said nah.
I mean, I think I definitely care about the secrets of the devil fruits more. I'll say that much.
I think the devil fruit thing is very, very, very interesting.
That I
Yeah,
care
when
about.
they
What
said
do the
that
big
devil
straw hat
fruits,
mean?
they said
genuine-
zones have a mind of its own.
Yeah, that's what they said. Yeah.
He was already
That's
the
very
miracle man. He
interesting
didn't
to
need a devil fruit. Luffy's always been a messiah figure, but he never had a mechanism like a demon or god inside that makes him naturally stronger than everyone. We've been here since chapter 1, y'all. There's more to eat in the buffet. We've chosen one already. I mean, hard to say. I can't
I've always wondered if like
Pain of
the
his own. Sorry,
they like the all devil. Oh, go on.
Zoro for real. Scotty Pippen fans be gassing this man more than the captain. I think he died temporarily. I swear. I saw a tweet saying Zoro took the pain of a mythical zone, bro. I cannot do it anymore. Right? See, like those guys are crazy. I'm on the
What?
wait to see right now. Void Century, something I'm really looking for. Devil Fruit Lore is nothing I'm stoked about. Honestly, if there's anything that would be a threat to the world government in One Piece, it would be something with the ancient weapons, probably. Okay, let's run this back one more time. With that level
And
is
devil fruit.
beating my ass.
Well, lads, got pushing my luck enough.
All right,
Y'all got me for an extra hour.
thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
The power of One Piece. It can extend bedtimes.
Hey, that just because this was supposed to be a big chapter, even these niggas weren't. Well, I warning y'all. I think y'all should start muting words. Other than that,
I
We
managed to
shall
avoid
see.
everything. I got lucky, but fair enough.
As did I.
next time I fuck,
partially spoiled.
it might be like another 4 years before I freaking read the chapter second and drop and be in here with y'all. So,
You gonna be here again next week? What you mean?
oh,
See you next week.
I see you next week, nigga. Wait,
The next
I'm not on the
episode
schedule.
of Nika, the Liberator.
Hey, that actually sounds like an anime though.
Catch your Freeman.
Wait, I'll catch y'all. I'm gonna be fucking super tired tomorrow. But I'm gonna be working this Friday. I'll be like payday, all type of other shit. But I'll see y'all
What we
goons.
buying?
All right, bro.
We felt
What
that-
we buying? Yo, son. What the fuck that game called? Etora, I think.
I think it's Ragnar Senti. I don't know why.
Innocenti 2 came out? Oh shit. Nah,
Crusade
Etora
of
just
Senti. What's a Senti?
2? That's what Luffy Devil Fruit should have been. A model type Senti. Oh man. He can move in 8 directions. Oh shit. Anyways.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I see y'all. Hey, that's me.
Good
Bye,
night,
my
bro.
friends.
Bye.
I could get a play scat in chat though.
I'll run it once. I'll beat the first level. Niggas talking about scat. Oh, at least at the very least, I can say that I'm not as paranoid as I was, because I was worried. Like a part of me was worried about the chapter. Like, oh my god, what the police.
Yeah, that was a dangerous.
I felt like my team was like about to go to game 7 on and we didn't have home court. I was nervous. It's not that I didn't believe, but like I know the odds were stacked against me. You feel what I'm saying? So I gotta do better than that fucking ninja level. What the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah. I have to find the faster route too. But the pattern wasn't bad. But Luffy just
That's how
became
it
like
starts.
even more like a super special snowflake in my eyes.
Yeah.
This island kind of did that to everybody though, I guess. So it's consistent. at least.
Eastern writers just gotta let their people just be normal.
They don't like
It's
that shit at
okay.
all.
It really just, it's okay, bro.
They don't like that shit at all. Even I guess that's even consistent in like, you know how be like China's better, superior. That's consistent there too. So
That's why Suna's my go. He was a loser through and through.
but even sooner.
But I mean, when
he's
they
a reincarnation
make,
of Rongola Primo.
He was
when they
still a
make
loser.
characters,
Now I'm saying he still had the bloodline though, because of his
True.
grandpa was the 9th. Iametsu was a fucking monster. He was not weak.
Hey,
But I hear you,
Naya. Naya, no hyper dying will. He can't do no sports. He can't go to class. He don't get no girls.
You're right.
He's still a loser.
He's still a special boy.
True.
What I hear you.
I
But
mean,
the
I was
thing
gonna
that
say,
I
when
always
they
found
make
interesting
loser
about Suna,
characters-
sorry, Pat, in a sec. And then is that I always thought he was the 3 major archetypes of a shonen main character in one. The no good loser, the hyperactive knucklehead, and like the calm, cool, collected genius prodigy with hyper intuition. You know, he's like 3 in 1.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Well, go ahead, Pat.
I was just gonna say, when they make characters losers, they normally make them wimpy.
Suna got drip. He got
Yeah.
insane drip actually.
But I mean, it's like a 20 chapter thing. You know what I mean, like Cena was a wimpy loser. Look at him, best running back in the country. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And he worked for it.
Worked hard.
All right, Luffy. Let's see. I still think Kaido's hiding something. By the way, I still think he has like. Again,
Does he have an awakening?
I don't know if that's what
Kaido?
it is. It's
Yeah,
it's
like-
more so
Hasn't
like
been shown yet.
it's like
Zone Awakenings don't make sense.
I'm still holding off for the like idea that like he has some type of like sea form, land, air, and sea. I'm still holding on to that. I will lie to you. I need the carp, the koi form, the carp.
It's just weird to me that Awakenings were introduced with Zoans and like the most almost like worst versions of them with the Jailer Beast, and like they had like no consciousness and stuff. And every single person that is more impressively like able to use their fruit that's a Zoan has never showed Awakening.
Repeat that. Sorry. One more time.
Like the Jailer Beast had Awakening, right? As Zoans.
Yes, and the way that it was presented to us originally is that they had a healing factor pretty much. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I guess maybe, and this could maybe go with your thing, Naya, with like the setback. Maybe Zoans, maybe like the Jailer Beast are the only ones is really because the setback is truly they all lose their mind. I used to think it was just because the Jailer Beasts were so weak that they lost their mind, but it might be like a one and done thing for everybody as a Zoan that uses it. Maybe that ties in with the will thing, where the will of the beast just completely takes over, and like your human mind can never come back.
Okay.
So that's why Zoans just don't use it.
I think my only pushback is my understanding is that the Jailer Beasts are not people that ate abilities. Were they animals? Actually, do we know that?
We don't know
I'm
that.
pretty
We
sure.
actually might not know that at all, do we? Okay, never mind. Because I'm wondering if it's
sworn
like
they
an
were
animal. No, I don't know.
I could have sworn they were humans that just ate the fruit.
No, you might be right, but no, I was for some reason in my head I was thinking that maybe they said that they were animals initially, but like no, maybe that's not true. So you might be right.
Yeah. So maybe that's why, like, if Kaido did it, he would just turn into like this monstrous dragon that he can never gain his. So maybe this is a thing where the Joyboy will thing, which it's not like a Joyboy of like the past, but it's just the actual fruit itself that Luffy has to like kind of come back from. This is an awakening and not like, you know what I mean?
Do you guys foresee
Because I'm still trying to
ongoing
understand
struggle
why we don't
with
see
like for him to keep himself, or you think he just Luffy?
Maybe. He seems a little bit even more like happy-go-lucky than usual.
Yes,
Yes.
he's laughing every page. That shit
Yeah.
is disturbing me.
Because when you think about it, even like Luffy usually fights. He usually only kind of smiles when he's like kind of getting the hang of something, right? And like it's kind of going his way, but like this is just I feel like an extreme version of that.
Mm.
So maybe.
I gotta say, at least there's no break next week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
hope
came
Kaido
back
shows
from a
something because
break.
if not, and Luffy just works him.
No, I don't think it's gonna be like
It
that.
can't be. I can't. Because there's also a part of me that thinks that this might run out before
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like,
like he
honestly,
finishes the fight in like Gear 4. I don't know though. I could be wrong.
no, I don't think that's gonna happen. But honest, I was gonna say when they were about to clash before CP0 interfered, I felt like Luffy was gonna lose that clash.
Oh, so did I. As much as he
Yeah, so
interfered
when
and what he did, I think that was
Yeah,
more
when
for
it was running
a
up to
Kaido
it.
character moment where it's like it happened again. But I didn't think Kaido was necessarily in danger of losing. It's basically.
Yeah.
I think
that's
it
what
could. I think it'd gone either way, truthfully. But I'm a Luffy fanboy, so.
I am too, but like the way the fight was going, like Kaido was like, "Oh, you're hurting me," ooh, but it wasn't like I'm on my last legs. You know what I mean? And Luffy was like, "This is all I've got left."
I don't know. It's weird.
It depends on how serious you take, I guess, Kid's statement about the island crumbling is taking a toll on Kaido. Shit like that. I don't know. So, sorry. Oh shit. What the fuck
I don't know. Like, I think the Conqueror coding thing. I think it's kind of added a weird extra dynamic to Luffy's thing. With one, like, I kind of feel like Luffy was doing better in base than when he went to Snake Man. Honestly, you know what I mean? And I still like feel like we don't really know the scope of like why he would choose. I don't know why he would go to Snake Man against Kaido. Truthfully, I don't see what benefit
I mean,
he would get.
I feel like, cause you know, Gear 4 is a massive power boost, and Snake Man is like the speed form of it.
He was.
doesn't
So, like-
Wait a minute. Wasn't he switching back and forth? I swear he was.
He switched to Bound Man
Yes, he did. He did,
afterwards.
Okay.
He did because he was doing King. He's gonna do King Kong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did switch in between, which was insane.
Can just fall.
I feel like no one really talked about that, but yeah, he did. So it's
Hard
weird.
enough.
Like, it's one of those weird things where like I don't know. I still feel like it's. I also thought he was gonna have another Gear 4 form in general, but
So
I
did I.
guess he might
So did
not.
I. I thought he was gonna have 4 at least. Well,
Yeah,
we know of 3. I thought we get a 4th one. Maybe only has 3.
Yeah, like a tiger or lion or whatever that thing people said was.
I don't know what people are saying. What did I think it was gonna be? Because in my head, like based on like how I saw it, I thought that each form kind of had like a purpose. Like I thought Bound Man was the all-rounder, where Snake Man was kind of like the attack form, and then what's the full version? Tank Man, I think it was called. Tank Man full version. That was more defense. I thought it was kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's how I was. It was a very simple way of looking at it, but that's kind of how I thought about it.
But
Yeah.
I guess people thought we were gonna see a normal version of Tank Man, because Tank Man is like supposed to be for defense, but the one day he used against Cracker, he was fat.
Yeah, and he calls it full size.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Zodiac, just at me on Discord. Could it be that since Zoans have their own will, when you awaken it, if your will isn't strong enough, you'll end up like the jailers, but if it's strong enough, you get the stamina and healing boost while retaining your consciousness? I kind of like that idea. I'm not mad at
I think that would be cool, but then I would.
that. But that's a
my
will.
only
That
thing
ties
would
into
be-
willpower and hockey and stuff too, right? Sorry.
Yeah, but my thing is then King, Queen, all the fucking Toby Ropo should have had that then.
Yeah,
Un-
Premier
unle-
Zone
unless-
users.
Unless they're awakening, once you awaken it, it's like a true blue like passive, where you don't see it, but you do get an overall stat boost.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
King
hard.
definitely should have had it.
Yeah.
Like Queen, I can understand because he was modifying his body and shit like that, so he wouldn't
King
really.
had, yeah.
But King definitely should have displayed like an awakening.
Even some of the Toby Ropo. Honestly.
Yeah, at least Who's Who, because Who's Who was doing some crazy shit.
I would say give the same to my girl Ulti, honestly.
I don't know. Why do Ulti's one of those characters that I'd never liked like that or understand why people
Really?
like her like that. I don't dislike her. Just like lost
she
so
might be my
much.
favorite.
You know,
Might be my favorite.
I liked OT.
I don't dislike her. Just
Because I respect people that are willing to always throw hands.
I hear that. That's
He pulled up on Luffy with a headbutt and actually kind of rocked his shit.
Zodiac.
Yeah, she sent his ass into a crater.
Is he there?
And she had to get taken out by Big Mom. I gotta give her her dues.
Yeah, she wasn't afraid of nobody.
She was pulling up everybody with the headbutt for real though. She was, but I also like. Listen, I can respect that to a certain degree because I'm a man of logic and reason. It's like nigga, look, know who you're fighting though. Like read this context situation because Jack did that and all he did was lose. So.
Yeah, but Jack isn't really about that life because he used poison gas in a fight, so all his credibility's gone.
Damn.
Yeah, Jack sucks.
He never really ran the ones. I can't give him his dues. I'm sorry.
He thinks he's about that life, but he's not. He just sucks.
Yeah.
He don't even got any named attacks.
Well, he never got a chance to use it.
All he did was get packed up on screen and off screen. That's it.
Zodiac, are you there? I can't hear him.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
How do I sound?
You're all right. You're good, man.
Fine.
Okay,
You
they're
don't
my
sound-
Bluetooth earphones.
You don't sound crazy in my ear. So, how you doing, man? Congratulations again.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
But yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna be real. Skirt lights. Wait, lights. What kind of shit? The carnivorous zones also influence the users to become more bloodthirsty, so it makes sense for zones to have their own will. Jack is the snack of the Beach Pirates. True, Ulti even Tank Big Mom and fought everyone head on. Yeah, I mean, she's cool, I guess. I don't know. I just don't like her as much as everyone else does.
I'm trying to also think. Nah, because you said the enlightened thing, right? I can't remember if that was specifically supposed to be all human fruits or just specifically Sengoku's.
No, it wasn't necessarily like that. Like, okay, so what I said was that Oda made like to me it was partially just a cheeky little joke that he said because he's like what because Chopper ate the Hito no Mi, period, point blank. It's not Hito no Mi with an extra whatever. It's just the human fruit. So yeah, so I think someone asked him a question: what would happen if you ate the human fruit? And he's like, you become like enlightened. But I could be misremembering this last part. I think it was similar if anything ate its own fruit. So like if a jaguar ate the Neko no Mi model jaguar, just becomes an enlightened jaguar or some bullshit like that. I thought the Buddha being Sengoku was him playing around with that joke and taking it to its next logical level, where it's like Buddha's supposed to be enlightened beings, but it's still a humanoid figure. So Sengoku is like him eating that. It's like he's a Buddha. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how true that is, and I don't know how it will look like. But
I
I
think
was
someone-
laughing at it because I'm like, you might become enlightened, but then you just can't swim for like no reason. You got no powers. So
I think someone in the comments said it earlier, but yeah, Chopper's Rumble Ball could probably help Luffy, right?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting.
Because what is it gonna do? Because he can already change up
I don't know.
the makeup of his body the way Chopper is. Because Chopper's things enhance a certain part of like his brain or his hoofs or his horns or his fur.
Yeah, and Chopper is an animal. Like
Wait,
I don't know how
Luffy
the Rumble
brain?
Ball will work on Luffy because he's a human.
If Luffy got Brain Point in Gear 5, he's top 1.
If Luffy got brain point in general.
He's top 1. He's top 1.
In general. Yes, it's working. Yes, it is. We had no issues so far.
Brain Point Luffy goes crazy. That's my top 1.
Brain point Luffy is the strongest and the worst type. But yeah. Well, Zodiac, what do you think of the chapter, bro?
I thought it was fun, and I think the only thing that I was really like, I don't know, like kind of like you, maybe not quite to the same extent, but like when I was, because I read the spoilers ahead of time, and so when I seen when I seen how they were gonna reveal the devil fruit, I was just kind of like, could have been done a little bit differently. I couldn't think of a better way how, but I don't know. It just felt weird having it being like kind of just, hey, here you go. This is what it is.
Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those. Oh, go on.
But otherwise though, I had fun like towards the end because just seeing them embrace just the goofiness a little bit more. Just I like that.
What do you say, Miles?
I feel like this is like one of those. I don't know, like. I don't know if it's just like because I like Oda and stuff, but like. We have been kind of just put in to like this Luffy stuff really, really recently, right? But I guess it doesn't feel as blustery.
As what? Sorry?
Blustery? I don't know if that's the right word I'm trying to think of.
Blustery?
Blustery.
I don't know. This I don't know. This moment is significant. I'll say that. I think it's significant. It's not the turning point right now. I thought it would be in either direction, but I still think. Oh, my hurts. I'm thinking about this shit all for 2 weeks. I'm not gonna lie to you. Should be in the back of my mind for 2 weeks. But I am interested in seeing how this fight is gonna conclude now, though. Let this Kaido have left up his sleeve.
Same here.
He's going to literally cook Kaido. He's gonna do what Odin did in the beginning. He's gonna make a hot pot and put Kaido on that bitch and cook it. I don't know. It's weird. Like with the Toon Force thing, I feel like anything can just go like any. It's just weird. I don't know.
The man played Pegasus spell card. Toon World.
I was thinking of that too.
Literally.
I was thinking of that too. When I was thinking about it. Yeah, right now, if a creature eats its own fruit, it becomes the perfect version of themselves. Okay, alright. People saying Gear 5th was hinted at in that one fighting game, color spread. Crazy stuff. What color spread? For what fighting game?
Oh, I know what they're talking about. They're talking about the one where like Luffy kind of had the fire hair and fiery punch.
The
I
one
don't
that
know.
he was,
People,
like,
yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think that was it. Yes.
the Super Smash Brothers thing color cover.
Yeah.
Smash Bros.
Yeah, it was like a recent color cover. I don't remember what.
Yeah. Cause like nowadays, a lot of people keep going back to the cover pages to like see if like Oda like put a hint there. That's like what people also got the tree resin thing from too. Because in one of them, like Luffy was like touching like tree sap or whatever.
I fucking hate Luffy.
Nice.
What?
'Cause he's
He
touching
touched
tree
tree sap. I just hate him. I
Yeah,
hate
yeah.
him so much.
It was a Super Smash Bros. One where like Frankie was in the Donkey Kong suit, Usopp and Nami were like controlling them,
It's in the Apes channel.
and they had Robin in her devil like form, which was low key used later within the arc.
Okay, this one. Oh, nah, that's not moving me, bro. No.
I feel it.
No. No. As long as this fight raw, that's all I care about. It's been good so far.
But I mean, the
Best
cover
fight in the
spreads
series-
do
or
be
best fight
having
in the
hints.
arc.
It's not a hit.
The color pages have hints, but they just reach above and beyond. Like they find one hint, and then they want more. Maybe it was just that one hint, my guy.
Yeah.
It's just the one we live
Yeah. We're gonna have to
Yeah,
deal with it
I'm-
for at least another
now,
4 to 5 years.
I gotta see. I really gotta see limitations in this. It's really doing. I really do.
There,
Yeah, like what can't we do?
It's like, I'm
He can
scared.
do anything.
I think the limitations might just be it might just be he's a dumbass. Honestly.
What he's created,
I can agree
his
with
imagination
That's
goes
what I'm
stupid
saying.
dumb.
That's what I'm saying, real brain point. Brain point go crazy.
bro. You know what? He needs a Hawkins card tarot card boost plus
I
brain
forgot
point.
about that.
Oh shit.
Oh my
This arc
god.
has made me forget about so many different side things.
Hey, hold on. I'm about to post this picture in the Ace chat.
Put on screen a second.
Oh my fucking god, that's funny as fuck.
Funny on there. Let me see. You put it where?
Hold on, I ain't posted yet.
Mhm.
Waiting for my phone to connect to my laptop.
Brainpoint Luffy adds One Piece in 2 days.
No, he really was.
Well, Luffy with a brain is broken. People say, I hope they kill Orochi. I hope Orochi does die too.
I'm not gonna
And
hold you.
Conjuro.
I skipped that entire section of the chapter. I did not read a single thing.
I won't lie to you. If I read it on my own, I probably would have skimmed it and come back to it later. I do that sometimes. Where I'm like, this I don't.
I'm
like,
sorry.
Like here, Momo go.
I don't
I'm like, hey, I'll read this later.
Orochi's arguably one of. He might be the worst character.
I think he's so intrusive. That's my problem. He doesn't actually have anything to do anymore. So he just needs to go.
Yeah, he's just
Hey.
one of those cockroach characters. But like, even like when he was supposed to be important, there's just nothing there.
What did Yusuke say about Dr. Ichigaki? Ugly people should not be allowed to smile that big. And that's exactly how I feel every time I see Orochi.
Fair enough. I'm not mad at that at all.
Like, yeah, I can't stand that much.
I do like the idea of Hiyori actually being the one that killed him.
Yeah.
And you remember when we weren't sure if Orochi was like strong or not?
What?
Yeah.
Who wasn't sure about that? I knew he was
The
weak.
community. I'm sorry.
Really thought he was like low key top 5 in Wano.
Yeah.
What?
I remember.
Yes. Because
People set themselves up for disappointment all the time.
it plays into like the Oda loves making like really sweet people like look ugly and like disgusting. You know what I mean? Like look at Foxy.
Yeah, but Foxy's actually funny.
That's what I'm saying. Foxy actually kind of sweet. That Nero game go kind of crazy.
Sir.
Foxy is Foxy.
He's smoking on top 5. I love that guy so much.
I just posted it.
Hold on, I gotta.
Now you can use that one instead.
This is equally as powerful. This is equally as powerful.
Mickey Mouse being the biggest one is killing me.
Oh my god, that's good. Fans swore to me that Orochi greater than Katakuri. That's crazy. I do remember
Zoro
seeing
fans
like
are. I can't stand Zoro fans.
Especially
They are a
pre-Wano,
plague.
the people.
In the community,
that is,
they make me.
Remember,
They make me want to root against him, and
That's literally where.
I actually
that's
agree with
literally
that.
where I'm
They
at.
make.
That's where I'm at.
I like Zoro, but they make me just want him to fail.
yeah.
That is such a crime. Because I love Zoro.
Exactly. I was never in
Damn.
this huge back and forth fight in between them like that, you know?
Zoro fans need to learn how to read.
Yeah.
All they see is swords, and then their brains turn into mush.
Oh man.
How high?
I got to understand that.
I do have to give it to Oda because I don't think I ever would have guessed Gear 5 would have been this Joyboy Looney Tune. Honestly,
I also didn't think like because of his ability and stuff, I like the idea of him leaning into more wackiness of the rubber properties, but it just like I don't know, it was jarring the way that it happened, I guess. Cuz even for One Piece, even though it's already zany and over the top, it was jarring. So
Yeah, bro, like his eyes popped out like this is Looney
like
Tunes.
a
He picked the ground up.
type beat, like you know, like I was like, wait a minute.
but I kind of I don't know. I feel like maybe he was trying to set us up. I feel like the Queen and King thing might have been like him trying to set up how wacky like all these fights are just. Gonna
Oh
be.
yeah, because
Yeah.
King was pulling his head back,
That's
and
goofy. Yeah.
This is how we ancient dinosaurs used to hunt our prey.
I still don't get how Queen is literally like a snake and he was controlling his.
he can shoot his fucking torso out his body. This nigga Naya saw that shit. He was like, "Can dinosaurs do that?" I'm like, "Nigga, no."
Nigga, do I know shit about dinosaurs? I don't know. Am I Dinosaursaurus?
I had no idea you questioned that.
You know that's what reminded me of the fossil fuel thing from fucking Super Friends with Ace Vane. But check it out. But follow me though. Where fossils come from? Yo, that's all it reminded me of. I'm not gonna lie. I made Zorotards. Wait, I ate mad at Zorotards because I'd be capping the same way about Garp. I just hate Zoro. They make me slander him. When I saw this chapter, I could think of the mat of.
If we're being honest,
He was rejected.
Garp, Rayleigh, and Roger, they're really the only self-made people in One Piece.
Yeah,
What do you mean by that? Hold on.
They
Elaborate.
have
Elaborate.
Garp,
I don't disagree, but elaborate.
No.
Garp, Roger, Rayleigh had no lineage before them that we know of. They have no devil fruit, no, like everything like is really like their own like stuff, as far as we know.
yeah.
Like-
The only like point of contention for Roger and Rayleigh you could say is that they have conquerors hockey, but like at this stage in the series, there's a lot of people with conquerors that haven't done anything. So
Yeah. And you can maybe make a contention with Roger being like maybe some Destiny thing where he was supposed to be kind of like an intermediary between Joyboy and Luffy, like setting up the Pirate Age. So maybe. But at least with Rayleigh and Garp for sure, they're like full on self-made. I think.
Okay.
I mean, in a way, the only like other pushback I could think of, like other people bringing up, is like, well, how did Garp get the title of the hero? Because he got help from Roger. That got that.
Well, that's because of
Yeah.
rocks.
But even without that, you know, Garp is like
too.
how Van as Naya says, he hits
There's
really,
that.
really hard. And it's gotta
He
be
got
hard.
he got the good fist, the strong fist. He
That's what I'm
punched
saying.
it.
Yeah,
Everybody
Garp the
everybody
Fist.
has these crazy titles, right? And Garp is literally Garp the Fist.
Nah, I'm sorry. That little mini flashback with Garp and Danchin Zhao kills me every fucking time. I'm like,
Talk about I shattered like 8 mountains to train and he fucking punched a deformity into his head and Luffy punched a deformity back out. I'll never get over that.
I was like, bro, he turned his diamond head into a nub.
Oh,
Like, what the fuck is going on in One Piece, bro?
that is funny as fuck.
Danchin Zhao's so mad about that shit because he know he can't do shit to Garp, so he decided to take it out on Luffy.
Which is petty, but you know what? The sins of the grandfather. Sins of the grandfather. She.
Oh.
I feel like Danchin Zhao should have had a higher bounty.
Yeah, especially for being a Conqueror's hockey user and like being the king
Yes and
of
no.
a nation.
Yes and no.
I'm
But I
sorry,
think I have a
500,000
a kind of very specific look at bounties. Oh my god, I'm not paying attention to bounties when it comes to One
Okay, but okay, Naya, but even if you
Yeah, I
like,
really
even,
think
like let's
about
say
that.
exclude like personal power, he still has that whole navy behind him.
I got you. Oh my god, this game hold me! It hold me!
Would you like a challenger in that race?
Just wait. I already ordered it. Wait till the USB hub comes so I can plug in my Switch and my laptop to LAN cable. Trust me, I will lag like crazy trying to do Wi-Fi. It's not gonna work. Nintendo servers already trash.
Yeah, wait, yeah, Rand said Shanks is self-made.
Not really
Potentially.
race between the people.
Maybe. It depends on his
I-
whole like government relationship thing.
Speaking of Shanks,
'Cause he might have gotten
really,
a lot of help.
I really, really like the theory of Shanks being Ace's uncle.
Ew. I've never heard that.
You never heard it?
Never.
I've never heard that.
At most, I've heard with
heard-
Shanks is that Shanks and Makino shacked up, and that baby that Makino has belongs to Shanks.
I don't
Yeah,
really think that's the
I've-
theory. I think
most-
that's accurate speculation.
Oh no, but I'm
most
saying
I've
that's the
heard-
most I've heard with him in terms of family relations and everything.
I've heard him being the son of. I've heard him being the son of Zabak.
Nah.
I heard
But
that's
the
what I
way
heard.
the theory is
I've heard he's the son of Zabak, and Blackbeard kind of resents him somewhat for that because he feels like he's the true,
Successor.
true
Ah.
successor. And Shanks kind of like renounces it. And then I've heard the theory that Mihawk is Rayleigh's son. I've heard a lot of really bad theories.
that Mihawk and Rayleigh shit sucks. But the Ace being Shanks' nephew theory is like Shanks would be the little brother of Portgas D Rouge, and Roger would have met him at the same time that he met Ace's mother, and then Shanks offered to be an apprentice on the ship. And that's why Shanks was so concerned with Ace's future, like when he went to go fight Blackbeard on his own. He made it a personal point to go to Whitebeard to be like, hey, let that nigga not fight him. like go bring his ass back right now.
I guess that's not bad, but I always just take it as Shanks has always been like trying to set up ways so you just which Blackbeard just won't succeed.
Well, yeah, that too. I really want to know what their beef is.
I think it's generally more of like a Blackbeard hate thing on Shanks, with Shanks just realizing like that this guy in return is no joke.
That's interesting.
Because that little thing about like
That's like
Blackbeard
most
being
beefs
a
in One Piece are just like are one-sided, honestly. Like I think the Akainu and like Dragon thing, I think it's more like Akainu's like really salty. I don't think Dragon gives a fuck about him at all.
Nah, the whole Marineford, he was like Dragon's son. Every
Yeah.
fucking time. Like, he didn't even give a fuck about Ace. Even when he had him
Yeah.
dead to rights, he was like, watch this. I'm gonna take care of Dragon's son. I was just like, bro.
Maybe in his eyes he sees Dragon as more of a threat. I'm sure we all are of the same mind that Dragon has the highest bounty in One Piece right now.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think Dragon was with the world
Yeah.
government before he became a revolutionary.
That's what I think.
I think he was like in like one of the CPs, maybe a CP0, maybe something. That's why like.
I
his
like that
info
more than
so
him
hidden.
being a Marine.
Yeah, I don't think he
Yeah,
was a Marine because
I
I
like
think
that.
everybody would have known that. I
Him
think
being
he would have to
a
be
cipher
killed.
pole agent and him being like, this is not it, makes sense to me. So, okay, okay.
Yeah, because I think if he was a
Yeah,
zero,
like-
if he was with the world government, he would have been like his father knew all this stuff and still works with you guys, and that's why probably like him and Akainu probably knew each other when they were younger. You know what I mean?
How old do you guys think Dragon is? Like in the 50s?
Should have been.
Is it
I
don't
no?
remember.
He's older than Shanks, so he's like in his 40s, I believe.
He could be like
Or he
late.
might be.
I think maybe late 40s, early 50s. I don't know how old you think he is.
Well,
I'm
no,
serious.
Garp-
I'm just curious.
Garp is in his
70s.
70s, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, he should be like in his
Garp
40s.
is Garp is like 72.
Because Luffy is 19.
Oh, Dragon is 55.
Okay.
Okay.
That's about right too.
And then Akainu
Coming up
is
on.
Akainu's 55. They're the same age.
Oh.
Yeah.
We might be onto something here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I think they knew each other.
That's a
when they were
Marine
younger.
rival.
I think it was like one of those friendship things where it's like, or maybe like where they were both rising the ranks of their respective organizations really, really fast. And like Akainu kind of like saw that as like a thing.
But their ideologies
Dragon
and
just
how
dipped
shit
out.
should be run were different.
It was so different, yeah. And then Dragon just bounced on him all. He's like, why would you? You know what I mean? Because I would actually really like seeing a dragon.
Dragon
Like, it doesn't have to be a
is cool.
full fight, but like a clash, I think would be great. And then if Dragon does have the wind thing, the wind and like magma thing, wind and like kind of fire, I think that would be a cool thing too.
Okay.
I don't think Dragon's a celestial dragon. Wait, what did he say?
What?
Oh yeah, didn't people think like Luffy's mom was a celestial dragon or grandma or something?
What?
Nah. Wait, what is
I've
No.
heard that idea be entertained, but I've never seen like a full theory about it.
Dragon being a
I've heard
celestial
people
dragon
talk-
makes sense.
I've heard
Apparently
people
he's
talk
a
about
secret.
Yeah.
I think
Or
Dragon's
not
secret that he's
dragon,
a
but
ship-
as
Oh, go on.
Go on. Finish.
oh yeah, I was just saying, yeah, I too have heard people entertain the idea of Luffy's mom being a celestial dragon.
Yeah, I think if Dragon
I've never actually
has,
seen a full thing.
Yeah, I think if
I've never
Dragon has
seen
a
any.
full secret, it would be that he worked with the world government. I think you being a revolutionary and denouncing the world government, that's your entire motto, and the world found out that you were once a part of it. That some people, not a lot of people lack nuance, but some people would like feel kind of betrayed by that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think that's more likely
Okay.
than him being a celestial dragon. Because that would really make Luffy like really like every fucking thing. He's a D, a celestial dragon, mythical Zoan,
But
son of the
I
hero
wouldn't
of
put
the
it past
Marines.
them to do this. This is kind of.
Yeah, I was.
Nah, but it wouldn't make sense
I kinda
because
would be-
the celestial dragons are enslavers.
Mhm.
So like, why would he be part celestial dragon?
Because he's
And
the
Garp
he's
also-
the one that
Good point.
liberates.
And Garp also hates them.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking like them. You say
I
you
can't
want to be a
see Garp doing
scumbag?
That shit
Yeah,
was
I
so
can't see
fucking
Garp.
raw. Because that was his most natural reaction to that. He's like, oh, I should have said that. My bad.
Yeah,
But that's why I like Garp. Garp's always like that. He just be giving people information. He's like, hey, you know what? Forget that.
He's like,
Okay.
oh, so you know your dad dragon? What? No, I shouldn't have said that. My bad. I was like, bro,
oh yeah.
give me information, bitch. I want to know some things. So that shit's funny.
Yeah, people don't shit on Dragon now. I'm still holding out. I think when Dragon really does pull up, people really gonna see he's top one.
Oh shit. We'll see.
It'd be cool, but
Like
At
you
this
think he's the
point.
most powerful?
I don't know.
I've never been mad at that.
Yeah. I think as of right now, if I had to place a bet on it, I mean, I think most Yonko and everybody, you know what I'm saying, it goes either way, you know what I'm saying, just depending on how people feel. If it's like an off day, you know, maybe Big Mom beats everybody, but if I had to place a bet, I'm putting my money on Dragon, for sure.
I think it'd
In a
be
fight
cool
between
if
who
it
and who?
was Up there.
Any of the top like echelon.
Ooh, that's spicy.
You know how I feel. I got him. I think you know how I feel about Shanks. I like shitting on Shanks.
Yeah,
because
we're opposites on that one.
yeah.
I think Shanks is the top dog.
Because I put heavy respect on the Marines. They're coming in late in the game. I know Akainu's really going. Oda's love for Akainu really has me like he has to be something serious.
Think so?
Oda hypes up Akainu like no other.
He did say he did give him like his like the highest attack potency, something like that.
Highest attack potency. Whether or not like the
Defensive
thing of him
power.
finding the One Piece, it doesn't matter like the stipulations of how you find the One Piece. It's just the fact that Oda went out of his way to say, yeah, this character would have found this. The meme
Any-
doesn't really matter. It's just the concept that he said it. I think means a lot.
I guess the only thing I would say is that also like with stories, things change with time, you know. So
Yeah.
what if
Yeah.
he meant that really at the time, and now he's like, things are changing. Maybe I should not have said that. Not necessarily that they didn't believe it, just that things are changing.
But I mean, also the way
Yeah, I
it.
can agree.
But this is the also thing you have to. I'm saying we know for a fact each of the admirals, you know, have mastered the double proofs, and we can. I think we can all safely assume Akainu is 1,000% weight. Right?
I would.
I would assume so.
But the punk hasn't think that was awakening, right? So he's awakening. We already know that their hockey is impressive. Akainu using, I would assume, did the katakuri thing, where he uses observation to like evade the attacks. He got attacked by 6-7 commanders with hockey and dodged each attack and brushed them off. So his observation is
That's
crazy.
PG.
We know he has some level of Rio because he did the force field thing. So like, his stats just are insane.
Well, I mean, it depends
And I
on
got
how you
that-
look at it, though.
And I got Dragon
Because
Eyes.
at Marineford, Whitebeard beat his ass.
No, he didn't. Okay, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
What do you mean?
Well, Whitebeard beat his ass, bro.
This is literally what happened. Okay? One, right? And I'm gonna say this: I don't think age actually affects people's power that much. I think Whitebeard's biggest thing was never his age; it was the fact that he had a heart disease.
Yeah, he was sick. Yeah.
I think
Hey,
most.
move it! Fuck. Sorry.
I think most people are probably like, most of the old people now are probably like only like 80%. And I generally think if we're looking at like the attacks they could dish out, it's probably close to their prime. The issue is probably more related to stamina over anything, honestly.
Okay.
Whitebeard hit Akainu only twice in their entire fight. The first attack was a sneak attack.
No.
It was a
But look,
sneak attack to the head. And you know what Akainu, and you hit him twice, right? And Akainu was, he was
No, but-
fine. And you know
Look,
what
look,
Akainu's
look,
two
look,
blows did? What did Akainu's two blows do? That took out his chest and half of his face.
look. This is my counter argument, right? Before they even started fighting, Akainu made it a point to weaken Whitebeard before he did anything.
Yeah, that's smart.
Because he was scared. No, he was
No,
scared.
that's not scared. That's called strategy. Okay, Pat, if you and me would go, because here's the thing, I think it would have been a high diff fight no matter what, Pat. Like, I'm not saying China would wash, but like, this was
Oh,
the
shit.
strongest man. I think Whitebeard was stronger than Rod, personally, right? So,
That's interesting. I'm not against that.
my thing is, with this, we have to understand that it would have been a high diff fight, and even if Akainu didn't ever have the chance to fight him one-on-one, Whitebeard's fruit in of itself just causes too much destruction to the environment and they're at their little headquarters. So anything that we can do to weaken him to reduce the environmental damage and make him easier to take out, we should do. That's just being smart. That's what an admiral should be doing.
I agree with that,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
it's just the way the presentation of Whitebeard was at Marineford. Like when he was fighting against them, he was like, "Ooh, it's a little hot." Like, you know, he wasn't even kind of like, "Oh, it's a little chilly."
But we know that's just like, well, I'm not gonna lie. I was the strongest man in the world at one point. I could have half my body removed, and no one in the world could ever tell me shit. Personally, you know what I'm saying? That's how you should act. I don't give a fuck if you're an admiral. I was really the best. There was a guy that was the pirate king, and I still got the title. You wouldn't be able to tell me anything.
Sorry, I'm reading comments. It actually make more sense that Dragon was a Central agent. Yo, sorry, gaming in Fallen Chat is harder than I thought, bro. No, I'm not ignoring y'all. I promise. I'll have
Focus
to
up,
focus.
nigga.
I can't focus. Go ahead, though. Continue.
But yeah, like, I for whether or not that's the case, right? I still think going back to the Akainu versus Whitebeard thing, I think if the fight continues, Akainu's coming out on top without a doubt. Like he's
I'm saying,
Akainu,
like,
Akainu
if
was
they-
the strongest person at Marineford.
No, I don't agree with that. I think
Yes.
he was third strongest, and then fourth when Shanks showed up.
I think Akainu's taking right now, especially. I
Yes.
think he's beating Shanks.
Because
1000%.
if Garp didn't get
I
held
put-
back by
put it
Sengoku,
notice-
he would have put his ass in the fucking ground.
I've always said that, like, if you asked me to bet on who was gonna win that fight, I would have given it to Guard. I don't think
I'm
it was.
giving it to
I just don't think it was a lopsided fight. I just thought it would have won. It
Because
was this.
this kind of goes to the Magellan thing, right? We have to realize that not only does Akainu basically give anytime he touches you, it's literally like a life or death injury. Everything's turning to magma around you. He has a home field advantage no matter where he is. We have to deal with the heat, moving around in magma, which means you would have to be if we believe that like hockey can block magma, they would have
Yes,
to always
yeah.
be hockeyed up, right? Which would take energy.
But that's not a
Endurance
problem
and
for
your
somebody
hockey.
like Garp, though.
It is a problem for these guys because they're old.
I mean, I always thought that
You know what I mean?
iron balloon thing.
Whitebeard
Fire
was so
balloon?
weakened from Whitebeard was so weakened from
Iron.
his sickness, right? And the damage he took that he couldn't even use Conqueror's hockey.
But yeah, thing. I always thought like the
So,
Like,
I
he had
know
three
that.
things going against him. He was old, sick, and wounded.
I'm gonna say sick and wounded because that old shit, man. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Akainu, I give it. I think the strongest it goes Akainu, Garp, Whitebeard, Aokiji, Kizaru.
I can't say that after seeing what Whitebeard did.
I
to
just
the
never
literal
know.
landscape.
I think Sengoku's one of the hardest people ever to.
I just don't rate him because he doesn't do anything impressive.
He's so
I don't
hard to
care
rate.
about Oda telling me that he has Conqueror's
Yeah,
hockey and then he ran with Garp back in the day. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
I do think
Sengoku's
Garp
not
was,
impressive to me.
I do think Garp was 100% stronger than Whitebeard during the war, though. 1000%.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because when Whitebeard looked at Garp, he sweat. Because he was like, is this nigga gonna get involved or that was the only time he had any concern during Marineford. He was like, shit, if Garp get involved, we might have a problem.
Yeah, the thing is, when we really look back on it, Whitebeard crew had no way of, like, winning. Like, there was nothing. They had to fight.
I really fucked up. What? Yo, I'm fucking up.
They had basically 5 admirals to fight, right? And the whole Chichibukai. And Pacifista.
Sengoku is Garb's Helmeppo for being honest. That made sense to me.
That's exactly who it is.
that made
That's not a bad
that made so much sense to me, but I'm upset that you phrased it like that. Garp greater than Akainu back then, and Garp held back in the war. Low-key spin. Oh, that's you. Oh, listen. Akaino's the sexiest man in the world. He'd be thirsty for that. Bro, what? Y'all gotta be stopped. Akaino put a similar fight.
I mean, Oda said something
Go ahead.
along those lines. Oda did say something along those lines about, well, him being attractive.
Akaino being handsome? Really?
Did he?
You got
Yeah, I
hoes?
guess
He
I think he
told
did.
you, bro.
Because he's modeled him after an actor he likes. He's modeled him after an actor he likes.
Bro, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, bro. Oda love
Yeah.
Akainu. Akainu about to pull through and kill almost everybody on screen. I can't wait.
But nah, like, I know you've seen it, Miles. I know you've seen the look on Akainu's face when he saw who was in front of him, and it was Shanks.
No, we're not doing this.
I know you've seen it. No,
One.
facial expressions
Pat.
matter to me. And when he saw
Pat.
Shanks, he was like,
They do.
I think I'm done fighting for the day.
Pat, if
I
I,
don't
was
know.
about to kill her, Pat, if I was about to kill a nigga and someone jumped in front of me, I would be shocked too.
No,
That's a genuine surprise.
no.
Two.
It wasn't
Two.
just genuine surprise. It was like, oh shit.
But Pat, you were still ready to fight after. It was Sengoku that stepped in. Don't play with my guy.
That nigga didn't want to fight Shanks.
Sengoku was the one that said, hey. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking it all that.
One of
You know what I'm
those things
saying?
that always like cracks me up back at Marineford at that moment is that I forget that after Ben Beckman's like, don't move, Kizaru moved and he didn't do anything.
Thank you. I think Ben Beckman's the most overrated commander.
I can't believe this happened to me. Sorry, keep going.
I definitely would probably give him top one of the commanders, but he's people just be overrated him so much, man.
They do
that
overrate
Kizaru shit.
Oh,
he
Ben
moved.
Beckman. Like he didn't move.
He-
His
he
hockey would have
left.
killed him. Okay.
I
He's
like
still.
Beckman, but he is overrated.
I might have Sabo on him, honestly, actually.
For validating my God.
I'm not mad at that.
I do think it's weird though. I feel like before Wano, we all would have said Sabo definitively beats Luffy. But
Yeah.
every single little power up Luffy's got, it's like, yeah, he's working his brother.
Oh man.
Based on what I've seen them both do, yeah, that's a Luffy.
Luffy's actually big bro now. It's a shame.
Yeah, because it's like, you don't want to say that Lil Bro gonna beat Big Bro at anything. So like all this time I was like yeah, Sabo's stronger than Luffy. Even after I saw Gear 4, I was like, yeah, Sabo's still stronger than Luffy. Now I'm like,
Yeah,
Sabo not stronger than
Yeah.
yeah.
Get a similar mindset.
With
I
with
feel
this
you,
Toon
Pat.
Force shit, Luffy might eat his flames like Natsu and some weird shit. I don't know.
You go eat the sun like fucking thing from Ed and Eddie.
I'm like,
Yeah, who knows what Luffy can do at this point? Yeah. I don't know though.
that's why earlier I was like,
If I was fighting arrows, this hockey might have bloomed though.
yes, hockey blooms
I
in
mean-
the heat of. Ooh. I just had an epiphany. What if the previous users of the Gumu Gumu no Mi, like when there was Joyboy and stuff, were Conqueror's Hockey users, and they awakened it once they started applying Conqueror's Hockey in conjunction with the Devil Fruit. And that's probably why Luffy triggered it now, because he wasn't doing this before, and now he did it.
So you're saying that the Congress hockey, like
The Congress
truly
hockey was the key.
activated the will?
Yes, the Conqueror's Hockey is the key to unlocking.
That is
it.
one of the different like common denominators that I saw. So I mean, it's not.
I guess
it's not
my
impossible.
my only
I
thing
mean,
would be how would the fruit differentiate? I guess because it's coding, right? Like
Yes.
what's you don't need like it's more of an application rather than like a state or level of the ability, right? Like
Yes.
like Luffy's will and his Conqueror's Hockey overall strength has never changed.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Sorry.
Like I don't know. Like to me, I feel like the way I see Conqueror's Codings is the same way Conqueror's Codings is the same way I see people use basic arm and hockey. It's you have this mana pool, I guess, of hockey, because like, hockey does have a limit,
It's
I
finite.
guess.
It's a finite pool of energy.
Yes.
It's not infinite.
And
Yeah.
it's basically you're then using this and bending it to your same will. Where with ornament, you're basically putting it over your body. And I guess with ornament, rather than being invisible, maybe it's like a stacking of it or just a concentration of it, you know? And that's the same thing with Conqueror's. Like, your Conqueror's hockey would be just a separate pool than your normal hockey that does the same thing. Because didn't they already say, like, your Conqueror's hockey doesn't increase per se? It's
Yeah,
just,
like,
I don't
you
think
can't-
that love
you
it
can't-
is better.
Yeah, you can't train it to.
Yeah.
Like you can't
Your
just go
control
out.
of it just gets better.
Yeah.
So, like, Luffy's Conqueror's
It
hockey...
only bloom in
in his-
certain situations.
Yeah, and his powerful will has never changed throughout the entirety of the series. It's just, hey, I didn't realize that this different thing operates just like its subset counterparts. I can just put that over my body now. And since it's technically a better quality of normal hockey, it's just stronger.
I don't know.
A lot of
Because-
questions.
I can't say you're right. I can't say you're wrong.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Too many questions.
Yes.
Too many things are
Like,
open.
I'm fine with Conqueror's hockey questions, but like at this point, I should have 100% school-ready understanding of observation and ornament. 1000%.
I still feel like with observation, right? There's like different avenues of approach. Because I always felt like once Katakuri said he can see into the future, that the Yonko would be able to do something similar to that. Especially Shanks, because he doesn't have a devil fruit. And when Kaido did it against Luffy last chapter, my jaw almost dropped to the floor. Because he was like, hey, Straw Hat, you think you're doing something special? Let me show you something real quick.
I mean, that threw me off too, because I was like, wait a minute.
I
guess-
what?
He just wants to be that tanky because he doesn't want to have to use it all the time. He's just like,
Yeah.
I don't have to, because I'm just that fucking raw.
Because it's like, with Sanji, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know Sanji's better at using observation hockey than Luffy is. But he hasn't
We don't
shown-
agree with that, but keep going.
specializes in it.
I still,
Yeah,
Wait, say
I
that
still
again?
think Luffy has the best category for each hockey on the crew, but I want you to finish your point
1000%.
first. Go ahead.
1000%.
But it's like, we haven't seen Sanji, like, use observation to see into the future. But his affinity with it is so strong. Like, every time Oda has a chance to showcase him doing something crazy with it, he does. Like, the first time when he dodged Katakuri's jelly bean, Katakuri was like, bro, what? I didn't even see that coming.
Pretty cool.
Like, how's that possible? Or like, even during the raid, where his observation hockey was attuned to hearing a woman's cries, and Luffy was like, where did he go? And Jimmy was like, I don't know, maybe it's
Okay.
such a strong enemy.
No, actually, no. Finish your point. I want you to finish your point. Sorry.
Yeah, and Luffy was like, maybe my observation hockey still needs more work.
Okay, so this is one of those things where it's like I have to go against the grain of everyone else because I think about observation hockey so differently. Because I think I understand what you're saying.
I think
Where he has a
I might
natural
too.
proclivity and natural affinity for it, where it's like, I would say this: if neither of them knew anything about observation hockey and they were both getting trained by somebody, Sanji would learn it faster. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of where I'm at there. And with
I'm gonna be honest with
observation,
you, I don't think
personally,
I
hold
agree.
on. I think that it has different. Like, I feel like there's a difference you can use it in terms of the skill tree because, like, I've always thought about it like this. So let's say me and Miles are both observation hockey users, but he can see the future, and I sense intent and feeling and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
and Zodiac is about to attack us with like a sweeping leg kick. Now he saw the future, but I also can sense his intent of the leg kick. So we both jump at the same time. In this example, what's the difference?
I see.
Rayleigh
That's
could
what
see,
I agree.
can sense all the creatures on the island and gauge their varying strengths and power levels. That's very important. Mantra on Sky Island was also used in a similar way. Now we know with Eneru specifically, it is tied to his Devil Fruit ability and his mantra. Some people don't know that. They think he could just see the whole island. It's because of the way his Devil Fruit works, in conjunction with his observation, that he was able to be omniscient over there. So it's kind of like, which one do you think is more? I think certain types of observation are more practical for different situations. Being able to come to an island immediately and know who's where, even if you don't know who they are. Like, hey, Douglas Bullet, you don't know who that is, but there's a strong nigga that way. 8 miles, strong nigga that way. 4 miles, like that's useful. But also that might not be useful against somebody right in front of you. If you could see the future in a one-on-one fight, it's better. So I think it's a matter of perspective, but I'll stop talking.
Yeah.
I'm rambling.
I agree. That's actually kind of how I see it. Where I think object categories than even where ornaments is a little bit more linear. We're like
Yes, because it's blunt force application.
Yeah, like I told you, during the category Luffy fight, I wasn't reading. I was like these other One Piece fans. I didn't think Luffy had future sight, right? I thought Luffy had the emotional.
No, say it so.
I thought I was under the impression, because Luffy's always been since the emotions and feelings and understanding of people and getting it like that. I always assumed he's reading the intent of people's emotions, and he was just doing that to the highest degree. And that's how I always thought his hockey would go. And I thought once we got the future sight, I honestly thought the future sight would go to Sanji. At that time.
I hear what you're saying.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think even if we look at NL, I think if we're looking, if we had to give I think NL, even though it's not,
where'd he go?
I don't know. Did he pause? Did he cut out? I thought he paused.
Come back.
We lost him.
He was making a good point. I wanted to hear the rest.
Yeah, he's back. He's back.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome back, brother.
Dang,
I just realized
where I stop at?
For the game screen. But sorry,
You said even with Anel, and then I heard nothing else.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I think, and if we're looking at just mastery of said abilities, I think Anel's equal to Katakuri. It's just in a different thing. You know what I mean? It's just, if we're looking at the multiple variations, his is just, he has the original form of observation, which is just the sensing of presence.
I kind of feel what you're saying.
He just has that to the
I'd
highest
probably
degree.
use Rayleigh instead.
Rayleigh?
I think Anel's is more impressive than Rayleigh.
But that's amped by his Devil Fruit is what I'm saying. You're right. Regardless, the result's the same, but it's like it's not fully just pure mantra. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna also ask you guys this then. Do you think there's a limit to how good your hockey can get? Or do you think it's kind of like limitless?
No. I think it's limitless.
It's tied to willpower? Nah, I think everyone has. I think most people have a ceiling for each category.
Yeah,
if
that's what I was about to say. I feel like
Can Shanks get any stronger in any of the hockey categories right now, or is he at the peak?
I don't know if he's mastered all of them already. You know.
I think he's mastered them all.
So do I, but at the end of the day, I haven't seen it. I don't know. I ain't see it.
So for you, Pat, do you think he could?
Yeah.
Do you think he could get better in any of them?
Really? I take what Rayleigh said very literal, where he said hockey blooms in the heat of battle. To me, that meant that no matter where your hockey level is at, if you face somebody and you're getting tested, if you have the tenacity to withstand it, your hockey is going to get better.
So do you think Akainu got a lot stronger than from fighting Aokiji?
Yes. And I think the reverse is true as well.
I'm of the vein. It's a very marginal diminishing returns, right? We're the higher you go in the better worlds, the less you're gonna get back for what you put in, right? So Luffy's growth rate is only so good because he's relatively increasing the new level of like enemies as he's learning new shit. So basically, he's getting that 100% growth rate at each turn. Rather, if he was always in like the Grand Line, or if he was always in the New World, it wouldn't be the same.
Okay,
You see what I'm
video game
saying?
logic. You farm at the same place. When you're at
Yeah.
level 30, you get 5,000 XP. When you're at level 60, you're still getting 5,000 XP.
Yes.
It's
So like
not
I
doing
think
nothing for you.
like the Yonkos, right? I think
Okay,
Kaido,
that makes sense to me.
Now you're grinding.
Kaido and Big Mom were Yonko level actually really early on because they were in the New World and they've basically been plateaued for decades. I think
That's how I feel about
we
Katakuri.
look at their ages. That's why I think it's weird when we kind of look at the age and say, well, Luffy's only 19 compared to these 60-year-olds. But I think if we look at them and their respective ages, I'm not going to say Big Mom was
Scope, I didn't
Yonko
even
level at
think about
19,
that. Sorry, go ahead.
but I think mid 20s or like late 20s, right? Big Mom was probably Yonko level, and I think they're just plateaued because they can't get pushed any more longer because they're already in the best training grounds possible.
Yeah, not only that, they have vices. All Big Mom want to do is sit on her fat ass and eat sweets all day.
Yeah.
And Kaido can't stay away from the bottle.
Demon in the bottle. Shout out to
Yeah,
everybody.
got their own.
What do you guys think about the idea that Blackbeard actually wants Luffy's fruit because he knows it's maybe they think he knows because it's actually.
I don't-
No.
I don't think
That
he knows.
bandit ass nigga.
I'm gonna say
Like
no, just
to
off the
think he
strength.
might know.
He doesn't know because then why would he not just take Luffy when he had him at Impel Down?
What if he knows now?
Well,
what if he has the knowledge now? What he didn't have before.
But
I
I mean,
guess-
we know
I guess
we
what
know
would change
Blackbeard's
is he was
after
meant to
something
know.
do
else
something he
though.
didn't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Especially because even when we did see him, he's never once mentioned like, I don't know, like to me, I feel like Blackbeard's always kind of looked at Luffy as just like a loser, like a bitch. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, I don't know, but I feel like Blackbeard's never.
Hold on. I think I hear what you're saying. I think for me, it's like I think he's always understood the potential that Luffy has. But maybe because he's so overconfident in himself, he's like, it don't matter what he do, I'll beat him. That's kind of how I look at it. Like, but I do think he's definitely little brother looked at Luffy for a long time to some degree.
Yeah, because
He was talking crazy to Luffy and Impel Down.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I was
crazy.
so happy when Luffy
Touching back
rocked
on-
this shit.
touching back on
What do you say, Zodiac?
Touching back on that, when you guys were talking about Blackbeard earlier and his other things, the other thing that
I'm
always
the greatest
freaked me
of
out
all
was the
time.
fact-
I know you guys saw that shit. Look at the fucking stream, bitch. I'm the fucking greatest. Keep going though.
I'm no bitch, so I'm not looking.
Aw.
But anyways,
Got a hole in
I'm
one,
kidding.
bro.
But anyways, going back to what Shanks said all the way back when he met Whitebeard, and he's like, "Oh, he got me one, even when I was on guard, and he left them those scars." It makes me wonder if Shanks is on the tier of these other guys, and he is as strong as everyone else on that tier.
as a Yonko.
Argue that maybe Blackbeard had advanced conquerors back then. I don't know, it's weird to me, but like he has some hidden potential that makes him above, like that's scary, and that's where my mind keeps going. Because he
I
left the
think-
scar on Shanks.
I agree. I think even without his devil fruits, Blackbeard's a dangerous guy.
Because
Dangerous.
it bothers me when people are like, "Oh, he doesn't have conquerors, Augie. He's a fake thief." And I'm like, well, how do you explain the scars on Shanks? It can't just be just a, "Oh, hey, I just tripped over and just lazily slashed you with my Wolverine claws." No, he went at him with intent.
I
But,
think
I mean,
people.
it also depends on when this happened,
I
right?
don't think
Because
it
we know
does.
Shanks. Well, because we know
does.
Shanks became a Yonko 6 years before One Piece started.
But I look at Shanks
You're right.
as a genius, right?
It's hard to think of the timeline.
So no
'cause-
matter what time frame Shanks fought him, Shanks will still always be far above every other person of that same age range, right? And thus, for Blackbeard to do anything to Shanks at any point would be impressive.
Hmm.
I think
And like,
these are one of those things that I think is just a matter of perspective.
yeah. And then this is another thing.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people get so caught up in like the devil fruits and hockeys that base abilities is often like overlooked. And Blackbeard
Strong as
has
fuck.
some of the most terrifying base like strength-related abilities in the series. Like, literally,
He almost
when he
broke
fought
Ace's neck
Ace
with one chop.
with one chop.
Yeah.
When he grabbed, he almost broke Luffy's neck when he choke slammed him.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's some underlying thing.
And
going on there.
even outside of just his strength, no one can take damage like this guy.
That much. That's
No, that shit
Yeah.
was actually crazy when I saw it for the first time. Because he grabbed Luffy and slammed him, and his eyes went white. And I was like, wait, hold the fuck
Yeah.
up. And he started
Crocodile's
bleeding,
like-
and Crocodile was like,
what? He's a rubber human. What the fuck going on?
He was like, what the fuck is this?
He's like, I did not have this tech.
Like, it's
That's
so
what I'm
funny
saying.
because when Luffy punched him, I was celebrating. I was like, yeah, beat his ass. And then Black Bear slammed. I was like, oh, hold on a second.
That's what I'm saying. Like even at the Yami no Mi, when after he killed that, which maybe he didn't do it up front, maybe he backstabbed and levered. Ace still said you're the one that should have been a commander after. And this is him with no fruit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, he is a terrifyingly powerful individual, and I think even on like Whitebeard's crew, he was probably hiding all his fucking bases, but he was probably hiding a lot.
Of course.
So he was
Oh,
probably
for sure.
to be commander level with no devil fruit while hiding your abilities is a very impressive thing.
Have you ever heard like kind of like the phrase I always use with Blackbeard? I talk about him. He's a cage beast unleashed. Because he's been
that's
hiding
fair.
his fangs for years on that shit, and when finding his opportunity, he went crazy.
Or like,
took
or
it.
like in another equivalency would be like, that church girl that was sheltered all her life, and she gets to college, she becomes like, I get you.
Mhm.
Yep.
and that's the thing. And Blackbeard's even, and I think Blackbeard is a genius in the terms of like, think about this guy had his devil fruit for literally no time, and think about still all the unique abilities he pulled out in that Ace fight.
I will say this though, he read up on it, so he might have just had some like,
Okay.
you know what I'm
That's
saying?
fair.
He
That's
did
actually
he did
fair.
have the
That's
Devil
fair.
Fruit Encyclopedia, but that's theory versus application. At the end of the day, you still gotta be able to do it. So it's still impressive, but
Yeah, he did read that shit.
he
You're
did
right.
read, yeah,
And-
yeah, he had that book. He was fiending for that fruit.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
more and more like this type
But
of thing
even-
kind of
But then think about his earthquake
makes me
abilities,
imagine
right?
that too. But like, I
He's seen
also
Whitebeard,
just like
he's
want to
ever seen.
imagine like what else, like what does he know, and what made him like
I
I feel like
think
him
he's
and
a
Luffy is
Zebek
gonna be so
fanboy.
wild.
He's a Zebek fanboy. That's just my thing.
Big run of ones. It's so hype.
I think Teach is so fascinating.
I don't know, bro. Toon Force Luffy's crazy.
That's why brain.exe is not working as well right now.
Brain Point Toon
Oh,
Force
weird.
Luffy versus 3 Fruit Blackbeard. That's really crazy.
Yeah, I don't have enough RAM for that. My brain doesn't have enough RAM. And well,
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Okay.
they deserve it.
Like the tree. Fucking-
Yeah, I have to give respect to Blackbeard. It's still so hard to rank him now because we don't know how much stronger he could get, and that's a scary thought.
He's the strongest.
Seeing how much Luffy grew in this
Yeah,
one.
I mean-
I'm still the vein he doesn't need another Devil Fruit. I think already as is he's powerful enough.
No matter how strong he gets,
Still hard to say.
at the end of the day, he's still a bitch. So that's gonna be his greatest downfall.
Say it to his face.
The thing with Pat is like I hear what Pat's saying, but that's probably my favorite part of his personality. He will do whatever it takes to live, and I'm okay with
I know if you were in the
No,
One Piece world, you're not saying that to
hey.
Blackbeard. You're gonna be like, he really to go.
Shit.
Like, I'm
let
so-
me
like,
say something like Marco's Devil Fruit. I'll say it to his face.
Marco still got slapped up.
Hey, and Marco's still standing.
He made that nigga retire.
he made him face occupations to doctor. Oh shoot! I made that joke because of the fucking doctor line in the fucking Marineford. I'm like, you were a doctor this whole time, bro. You heal him.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. That was a bad.
That's what. Yeah, that killed me too. I'm just like, what?
I mean, my man was in
He the
fighting
doctor.
mode.
I understand. Like, listen,
bring-
I've let it go, but I think it's a funny.
Yeah,
It's just a funny
yeah,
joke
yeah.
to make. I don't think the joke. I'm like, he
Yeah.
made some
Yeah, I don't
occupations.
take it too
Bellamy went
seriously.
from a pirate to fucking Jolly Roger flag drawer. Like that's just sad.
Yeah, he knew he,
He
wasn't
was
cut out for that
tired,
life.
tired.
Yeah, well, he kind of deserves it. He's a sad boy, so.
Man was fanboy and Doflamingo. Doflamingo was like, I don't need your ass anymore. Get away from me.
Yeah. He's like,
Dofi,
I know
Dofi's
I'm
a crazy
worthless.
role model to have.
make me lose.
Like of all the people, why him, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, this guy enslaved a whole fucking city. Yeah, that's my guy. All right.
Like I get that they both from the North Blue, but like, come on, man. That ain't the
Yeah.
one you want to look up to.
Couldn't be me.
Listen, man. Blackbeard for Pirate King.
Fuck no.
That's my Pirate King.
You know what's funny, speaking of this, is that I never heard your opinion about, like, the Blackbeard versus Shanks thing until I heard it through Virgo on one of his streams where he's like, yeah, I want him to beat him with his other arm. And I was like, my god, that's the coolest thing I could ever think of for this guy. What the fuck?
I want.
Why?
Bro,
I think Shanks is so overhyped. I just want Shanks to get absolutely destroyed.
I think
He's
he's the
on,
only character.
cool.
If that happened to him before I got to see him fight like full power, I'd be okay with it. If that makes sense.
I want him to get curb stomped.
I
I
can
want
understand
I want him on the ground and just Blackbeard just stomping on him.
I'm telling you,
I
beat him with
can't
the other
wait.
arm.
I can't wait until
That
the
would
day
just
we
be
see
so
Shanks
cool.
fight, and Shanks just whoops the living shit out of
Something.
whoever is in front of him, so I could just be
Shanks-
so obnoxious.
Why would you want to see the weakest Yonko fight? Ain't nobody
Like,
got
could
time
you
for that.
imagine?
Okay.
Could you imagine? Like, he has Shanks in the back burner because he has the arm ripped off. Could he arm him to hockey his own arm to hit him with it?
Dude, Fang's about to die so badly. He's gonna be in front of everybody. That shit gonna be great.
That's,
Weak ass red hair.
honest, no, you know the one. The one I need to get mollywopped is Mihawk. I don't like Mihawk, man.
Nah,
Y'all
chill
just
out.
y'all
chill
just lie to me.
out. Nah, chill out. Chill out.
Y'all just be making up.
That's my
Mihawk
guy.
shit.
Protect me, huh? Please.
That's my guy. That's my guy. That's my guy. Mihawk.
If
He got the title.
my
I
Shichibukai
like
gets
Mihawk.
hold, he got to get hold too, bro. The whole ball
No,
Hancock.
I like Mihawk,
No,
but
hey, wait. But Crocodile's coming back. We
No,
just
not
gotta
him, not
wait.
him, not him, not him, not him.
Oh.
He's a free man, all right. He ain't tied to no world government. He's different now. But I'll talk about ball in terms of who's still around. He's my favorite one.
I'm just saying, I
I
like
pray for
Mihawk,
that.
but my problem is every time somebody says something nice about Mihawk, they're only doing it so that they can make
Zoro.
Zoro look even better. Yes.
See, but Pat,
And
you
it's
know, I don't give a
annoying.
fuck. But you know, I don't give a fuck about Zoro. So you know, for me, it's honest. All I gotta say is, he got the title. It don't matter. Say what you want. He got the title.
I mean, I didn't say he didn't. It's just I don't know. I
You right?
I just don't like how people
Everybody.
talk about Mihawk. I think
He got the castle. He got the girl. He got the title.
what girl?
He coolin'. Piranha.
Oh my lord. Be drinking wine on that dinky little boat. That's wrong. You just travel
Think
down.
No,
about
that
rolling-
shit.
They
Naya,
traveling
Naya.
down fuck a roll of that little ass boat. Like, bro, get out of there.
Naya.
Yeah.
This dude was so petty that he knows he's the strongest and still chased one of the weakest people, Dong Freak, around just to fuck with him.
First of all, East Blue Legend.
Naya,
Second of
that's-
all,
Naya,
he,
that's
he
what
was
you
bored,
would do.
not being petty. He was bored. He had nothing better
Naya,
to do.
that's something you would 1000%.
100% I do that shit. I'd believe the weak all the time. 100% I do.
Good man, Don Krieg said, Hawkeye, what's your game here? What I do? The nigga said, I'm just passing time, dog.
Just killing time.
That man Zeph on this ship talk about so Hawkeye, Mihawk is the strongest swordsman in the world. He would do something like this just for something as little as you disturbing his sleep.
This man Don Creek had a fleet of ships. He was ready. He was about to set
He
out.
did it right, bro. He did not deserve that. He did it right. It would have hold
And
him.
that, and
He had an armada. He said, "I'm ready for the Grand Line." Mihawk said, "No." I said, "That's just so unfortunate."
Now you know what it is. That nigga Mihawk was watching. He was like, "Who is this nigga? Why he preparing and shit, doing things the right way? Fuck no."
I'm
Oh,
surprised
this
You
Don
guy
need to
has
Creek,
get
got
humbled
backup plans.
first.
bro.
Oh,
I
this
don't know.
this guy
Don
that
Creek
has
should have just
backup
quit.
plans for backup plans. Yeah, no, we're taking him down.
Yep.
Yeah,
He's too prepared. No.
Don Creek was. I gotta give him respect to trying to go back out to sea after that because I would have quit. I would have gone home. I
Nigga,
would've-
he even said, "Mihawk, come here, bro. I got guns." He tried to That man is a legend. I don't care what no one tells me. He is so
He said-
raw.
You should have asked the Barati.
He
if they
beat
were
Luffy.
hiring, 'cause
Okay,
that
no, he
nigga-
didn't beat Luffy. He ain't lose though. He got up.
Hey, that's what me and Naya always say, Miles. At the end of that fight, Don Creek got back up. He
Luffy
wanted
was in the
more
water.
Smoke. That nigga again was like, "All right, enough, man. We done for the day."
Oh shit.
That fight is one of those that initially I kind of took it in stride, and then on the reread I was like,
Don Creek versus
this is
Luffy
pretty
is
cool.
so fucking good.
And then like after hearing your guys' like perspectives on it, when I'd hear you talk about it in like passing streams, like hold on, I don't really think of it like that. So go back to YouTube, I look it up, and I'm watching like.
Nah, it's like,
I get it
bro,
now.
Zodiac. It's so funny because like when you read the fight, Don Creek has a weapon for everything. Like Luffy started brawling, he was like, okay, so he's a close range, mid range fighter, and he only uses his fists. He pulled out the fucking spike coat, and he was like, all right, he's not gonna hit me. And Luffy still punched him anyway.
Dude,
He
Not
underestimated
only
his.
that,
He
right before
underestimated the fact that he don't be. He's like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'll
And
punch
not
you.
only that, right before that, wasn't it right before that like dude was like, I got these spikes that I'm about to hit you with, and Luffy's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna cross my arms across.
I'm just gonna
fuck
run
him,
across
and
the
then-
fucking
and
ocean.
Then punch.
Remember,
Yeah, and then
he threw
punches him
bombs
after.
in the
And I'm
water
like,
first.
God, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the glaive had a fucking explosive on it. Like, come on, man.
Bro,
Yes.
Don Creek walked so Blackbeard could run. First true pirate.
Don Creek was the best, man. Niggas don't understand.
Give-
Do I have to make a Don
give that
Creek
man-
video? Do I gotta do it?
that-
The
give
East
that
Blue
man
Legend. I might have to.
Give
I
that
might
man
add it to the
Hopper
pile.
go
Yeah.
crazy.
I might do that.
Yeah, Don Creek go crazy.
Niggas don't understand. He said, "Please, my man, we're hungry. Oh, please." As soon as he was full, clothesline, I'm taking the shit, bitch. I said, "Bro, he's the best." He didn't even go like, "Thank you," none of that. He got up and clotheslined that man and said, "All right, we could use
That
this
nigga said,
as
"Y'all
cover.
look good
We
over
could act
here."
like we're a restaurant." I'm like, "Bro, he's the greatest. He got diamond, brass knuckles, food gold armor, the exploding axe. He got guns everywhere. He got flamethrowers. He got the MH5 gas bomb. He got the shield. He's the best. He had the fucking steel net to throw Devil Fruit used, and he said, you can't even swim, but with this, you can't swim anyway. I win."
You know,
He had the Armada. He had niggas. He had Gin. He had what's the Pearl guy's name? Damn, that's crazy.
That's his
Diamond
name,
Pearl?
Pearl Jam.
Was this just Pearl?
Was it
Yeah.
not Diamond Pearl?
Anyways,
I'm thinking
he's actually low key waste, but he had Gin. Gin was a shooter. He was a hitter, bro. I don't know, man.
funny.
I legitimately do think he's one of the best antagonists in One Piece.
Bro,
I don't see
Gin
that
beat
in-
Sanji. Like, that nigga was like that.
Yeah. What
Remember
I
those?
don't know. When I think
Remember
of
when
Don
people,
Creek,
remember when people said who's who was Gin? I get that.
Wow. Where is
serious,
it?
no. Dude, when I think of Don Creek, I kind of think of like playing RPG games that allow you to kind of like build outside of your specified class to be a little more of a jack of trades, because that's how I play. I'm min-maxing shit, and I got the tools, and I'll look for certain spells and apply certain things. is I want to have all my bases covered. And so, like, thinking back to how Don Creek fights. An RPG.
He was ready. He was ready
Yeah,
for
like I don't
everything.
want to get caught with my pants down. I want to be like, oh, you jump to this direction and try to slice me with this weapon. Well, I got the perfect thing for you, right? And cast X spell, or I have a buff ready that protects me from the thing that they're doing.
It's so funny because Don Creek used poison gas, and I thought it was so fucking cool. Jack uses it, and I think he's a fucking bum.
No, but here's the difference. But here's the difference. Jack pretends to be like this great I can never lose type guy. Don Creek
Yeah,
is
I think that's
Don
what it
Creek
is.
from the jump is like we evil.
Yeah,
Don
Don
Creek's like,
Creek,
I'm
dude.
trying to make it. I'm trying to get out the mud. This is my beginning. This is my journey.
Yeah, Don Creek kind of presents you with like a wide array of things you could potentially do, whereas Jack pretends he's only, I'm super big and tough, and I can hit you with my strong muscle. And then he's like, no, that's not working. Okay, well, I guess we'll work on this shit. I'm gonna want to work on this.
I just
And he
can't.
still failed the objective because
I really can't believe niggas wanted to die on that hill. I just don't get it. Why for Jack? Why? I don't understand.
He's not worth it.
He's a loser. Naya.
Yo.
Remember the Ace Van the evil skit? They were talking about Don Creek. That's who they needed.
Oh God.
You gotta be evil all the time.
You mean I gotta be evil all the time, my nigga?
I gotta wake up evil? Evil?
I gotta go to bed evil, my nigga? Oh my God. That's crazy.
When man said, he said you got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That wasn't no evil
Well,
sandwich.
they need to start eating more aggressive sandwiches then. What, Arby's? I think it's so funny, bro. Every time you watch the video, I watch that shit like frame one. I'll stop what I'm doing. I won't lie to you.
I haven't watched a video in a while.
No,
so I might need to go back.
I'm like officially, I subscribe to him, so I see when he posts it. So they could be making me laugh sometimes. Like when I showed my dad the fucking the Aquaman one. Do you see that one?
I don't know if I have. Is it a new one?
It came out. It's probably newer, but it came out a while ago.
Dang, I might not have seen that one.
I'll show you after. I mean, I could put it on stream, but I'll do that. I'm on my phone doing something very important.
I have a question for you guys, real quick.
Don Krieg is the one. Yes.
Top 3 most underrated like characters in One Piece.
Iceberg.
From a fighting. From a fighting perspective. From a fighting perspective. I'm gonna give you at least 2 off the top of my head. Okay.
Okay.
Magellan and Moria.
Moria. That's interesting.
I hate the Moria disrespect. I can't handle it. Same with Magellan.
Well, the first name I'm gonna say I think might actually be surprising, but I'm gonna say Aokiji.
Okay.
I'm gonna add Cut now. We'll go on, Pat.
Yeah, I think Aokiji underrated because like everybody knows he's an admiral and stuff like that. But when they talk about like the people at the top, they don't bring his name up. And I'm like, you realize he fought Akainu to a stalemate almost with an elemental disadvantage.
Yeah,
like, that's
for a ridiculous amount of time. Yeah, like not only that, but he did it for an extended period of time that's like over the top.
Right?
I'll give you this little
like to sustain that is way more impressive on so many levels.
I don't know if he was at an elemental disadvantage.
What you mean?
So, because if he was the ice fruit user, I would agree. But his abilities to chill, it's to control temperature. So basically, anytime the heat or the lava would get close, it would just kind of just be negated. Rather than him creating ice, which would automatically be melted, he can actually just cool the lava that comes towards him and making kind of a mute point.
Yeah, but like it's harder to chill something that's hot than to melt something that's cold.
Is it?
Yes.
Maybe my science brain is that. I feel like it'd be the wait.
I don't know if they'd want to make it
If
that complicated.
Does it take
If
more
you put
energy?
ice
It does
under
take more
hot
energy.
water, that shit's
It
gonna
takes more.
melt real fast.
It does take more
But
energy
it
to
takes a
heat something
while
up,
for
right?
water to freeze.
Damn, I'm supposed to be a science guy too. Yeah, it might take more energy. Exactly. You might be right. You might be right. You might be right.
Until I cough.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So sorry.
And Magellan also is definitely one of mine.
Yes, I agree with that one.
Because
Magellan
he
Morian.
washed the fuck out of Blackbeard. That shit was crazy.
Yes.
And,
And
his
crew.
entire crew.
And I don't care what anybody says. He didn't jump him because he was in front of this nigga. There was no sneak attack. There was
Can
no.
I?
Nigga,
Can we speak
if
about
I'm in
sneak
front of
attacks?
you-
I'm so tired of this shit.
It depends.
No,
It depends.
don't let your
think.
guard down. I don't care. Okay, not trying to hear it.
Naya.
Not trying to hear it. You're right. There's very specific contextual situations where like that
Naya,
wasn't fair. I got
Naya,
you. But more often
Naya.
than not, I'm like, no, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to
Naya.
hear it. Go ahead.
Naya, I gotta have my guard up all the time.
Yes, you gotta have your guard up all the time, my nigga. Yes, you do. Okay, don't your guard down. No,
I can't even have my guard down when I go to sleep.
nah. My point has always been with like this manga specifically is like it's like we should always be, in my opinion, more often than not praising underhanded tactics than not. These guys are
I'm not mad at
pirates.
that.
They're like samurai. And it's like
I just-
honor and nobility and different story. I'm trying
tired
to
of
see
that
Kaido be
shit.
like Luffy. I want to fight you 1-on-1, and Luffy comes to the top of the roof, and the entire crew is there, and they jump him. I'm trying to see shit like that. I want that. Give
Wait,
it to
you're
me.
actually you're not wrong.
That's
because
what I liked about the
Whitebeard was
Katakuri
asleep.
fight. You're just like,
Whitebeard was
Exactly.
asleep and protecting himself. So yeah.
The Katakuri fight. I like that he's in the mirror world by himself. Actually, I love that a
yeah,
lot.
and he's like, dude, because like Katakuri's like, oh, I'm sorry for doing this, and then,
Luffy's like, bro.
Katakuri had
Alright.
a
I don't
Katakuri had a
fucking
sniper.
care, dude.
He had a sniper.
He didn't intend for that to happen, though. That wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, if I'm in front of you and I scream out an attack, I didn't sneak you, my nigga.
We were both talking. We were walking towards one another. I pulled my Hydra out. You didn't dodge. You guys fucking died.
That's what I'm saying. If you know who I am, you know my name's Magellan, you know I'm the head jailer, you know I got poison, and you know my attack, the Hydra. If I say Hydra and you don't dodge, that's your fault.
But here's my so here's a situation where I hear the sneaking thing a lot. Where I'm like, this is not moving me personally. Whitebeard's first attack snuck Akainu. Why is his guard down on the battlefield? Why do you not know where the king of the team you're facing is at all times? Why? I'm not trying to hear that. That's a lapse in. I'm not saying there's not a lot going on, but trust me, I'm trying to know where Whitebeard is at all time. If I'm playing Steph, I'm not saying I won't lose Steph, but it's my job to know where Steph is on the court all motherfucking time. I'm not trying to hear that. That's not an excuse. It's not an excuse.
Naya, I just killed the son of the Pirate King. I get 3 seconds of like.
No, you
like,
don't. The job. You see, you go up 2-0 and you happy. The job's not finished. The job's not finished. Job's not done.
Nah.
Job's not done. I'm telling you, that's 4-0. You don't pop the bottle yet.
That's worth a lot of points on the battlefield. I just killed Ace. Oh yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna give him credit for that because, first of all, it's not like he even killed Ace straight up. That nigga was going for Luffy. Ace became collateral damage, so it's not like he I beat Ace straight up 1-on-1 and I killed him. Nah, he was trying to finish the job that he initially started in the first place, where he was Dragon's son, and Whitebeard was like, "Hold on there, player," and he got his fucking shit rocked.
Yep.
Fair. But if you're the strongest man in the world and you sneak attack me, you can go kick rocks.
This nigga mine.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Nope. I'm the strongest person in the world, and my enemy's guard is down. I'm taking the shot. That's a rookie
Yeah.
mistake. If you know why I'm the strongest? Because I don't do that shit. My guard up.
Nah.
Because like when it comes down to that, there's no rules. It's down to life or death.
We are pirates.
You have an opportunity, you go for it.
Yeah.
If you're not trying to see
I
my
will
ones,
punch
I'm
you in
not
your
trying to
balls
hear
if you
it.
give me a chance.
Nah, man.
Look,
But yeah,
all that sneak attack
Magellan, that's my
proves.
go.
I'm just gonna say, all that sneak attack proves is that if Whitebeard didn't get hurt before they started fighting, that would have been Akainu's fate from the get go.
That's simply not true.
That is a fact. He would have put his ass to the ground.
Akainu would have ate that shit still.
What? That nigga did not eat that shit. He was on the rocks, clutching for dear life, coughing up blood.
Hey. Wait, so 2 people fought. Both got headshots. One lost half their face. One didn't. Who won?
The one that got that one that was standing, not the one that got sent into the abyss. I'll tell you
Now
that.
there is that much I always say like Akainu did take half that man's face. So like
Also,
Yeah,
Akainu.
that's crazy,
Also,
man.
after Akainu got hit, he didn't fight Whitebeard because he wanted to kill Luffy. He just left. He was fine. That nigga kept swimming. He swam underground. He was like, "I'm about to kill this kid. He's about to be a 2 for 1." You know what
He
I'm saying?
swam underground because he didn't want to see Whitebeard again. He was waiting it out.
Nah, he's just
Yeah.
because he's like, if I can get another one down, you know what I'm saying? I'm really the GOAT. I'm really the best admiral of all time, and I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Get your position up. You feel me?
You're funny.
That's my guy. That's my GOAT. Marines for life. Fuck these pirates.
he said, fuck the scum of the sea, the scourge of the sea.
That's why my boy Magellan out here doing it. You know what I'm saying? Cleaning up the trash. You feel me? That's my GOAT.
The trash.
Aokiji and Magellan, they're definitely 1 and 2 for me. I have to think really hard about number 3.
I think Magellan. This is gonna sound a little crazy. Okay, bear with me. I think he might be every first commander.
I don't think that's crazy
not,
at all.
That's not crazy. Like,
Oh, okay.
I want to be like transparent. I do think One Piece, like power scaling, all those things are like they're important, and I do think it's a little more nuanced than people give it credit for. But it is wonky in a lot of ways. But you solely do off the fact that he is the warden of Impel Down, where all the most dangerous criminals go, even level 6 one, and he's the one in charge of them. I know they're supposed to be locked up and everything, but still, you have to garner a lot of respect, responsibility, have a lot of strength, and be able to command respect to be able to do something like that. So I think based on that alone, like I don't think I'm not saying he beats Katakura or he beats the king, whatever. But if they had to fight, I'm not just dismissing him. If you get what I'm saying.
I just really can't see anybody getting past the Venom Demon. Like, honestly.
See, the Venom Demon, I think, is less scary outside of an open space. In Impel Down, specifically with closed air, too, I think it's fucking dangerous. But if you fight him just outside in the open, I do think that it's easier. It's easier. Not saying it's easy.
Yeah.
Not like they
It's also the fact that you can't touch him unless you hockeyed up, because it's like you're going to get poisoned.
And he's got sneeze and tear gas and all kind of stuff. Alan, you there?
Yeah. He has gas. The gas is there. He can make poison gas. So you breathe that shit in, you're done. Luffy literally doesn't have the antibodies after surviving it one time. They said if you meet him again, you're dying. Like, you have to avoid this man at all costs.
Like, when that man pulled out the Venom Road, I was actually legitimately terrified.
Yeah, this 75-foot man slipping and sliding. I couldn't believe it.
He had some really fucking scary attacks. Magellan is that guy.
Especially, I was really young when I saw that. And when I saw Luffy hit him and said, "I don't need my hands anymore," I was like, "Luffy's dying." I was like, "Luffy's gone." I was like, "One Piece is over. We can't do it."
That was actually a really scary time for me when I was fucking reading One Piece. Because when Magellan just popped down out of nowhere, I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" like the whole arc, I was like, "I hope Luffy don't run into him." But I'm like, "This is One Piece. He's gonna run into him eventually." And it happened like what was it? Level 4? Was it Burning Hell?
Level 4. burning head.
I'm like, oh fuck. Bon Clave's like, don't touch him, and Luffy's dodging and dodging, and he was like, you know what? I can't beat him if I don't touch him. Fuck it. And he hit him anyway. I was like, oh my god.
Said, I don't need these hands to save my
Impel
brother."
down.
And you just see all that poison on his hands as he's like just kind of like in pain. And then I was like, he touched me and he hit him again. I was like, oh my god, bro. It's a few moments in One Piece where I was like, I don't know how we're gonna like get past this because that nigga Luffy is poison.
Impel down is definitely one of my favorite arcs.
It's still my favorite arc to this day.
Top tier,
I don't know if I have
top
a favorite.
tier arc. It's
So
on every
indecisive.
note. I don't think if like I heard like a Luffy solo adventure would be good until like I saw it. Especially because it has so many like we get so many what's the word I'm looking for, like they're not really Easter eggs but like old pirates that we dealt with
Returns.
killing there, returning helping Luffy on each floor. He gets to the bottom, his brother's gone, he has to get back to the top, and it just gets harder and harder as we go. I was like, dude, this shit's great.
Nah, that shit was so funny because Crocodile saw Luffy. He was like, hey, Straw Hat, let me out of this joint. And Luffy was like, fuck no. And he was like, bro, you still mad about Alabaster? I'm not even tripping about that no more, man. Just let me out, bro.
Hold on.
I'll help you.
Hold on.
I'm surprised.
Hold
when I was
on.
reading, I
You
was
gotta
like, I don't
you gotta say the
betray him.
line, Pat. You gotta say that line.
Oh. Yusashi Buri Dana.
Dana.
Mugiwara.
Yes, sir.
Set your booty down now. Huh? Okay.
That's my go. That's my
Shiburi
superpower right there.
Dada.
Man,
Mugiwara.
catching up.
That's literally my
Oh, yeah.
my text tone. If you text me, that's what the sound effect that my phone makes.
Bro,
I go hold on.
and then the thing is,
Are you setting my booty down, or am I doing it on my own, or am I like?
It depends. What do you want? Be flexible.
I want you to
and
get.
the
This is
fact
literally
that,
hold on. I'm about to play it.
bro, and we saw how hard Luffy
No
was just to
version.
get down, and once he got Crocodile and Jinbei, they were going crazy. This did not.
How y'all doing, man?
Here in the background.
We good, bro.
That arc, when you really think about it, Impel Down has everything.
I told
Like,
you guys.
Everything.
It has
Well-
humor. It has top tier action. It has returning characters. It has crazy plot twists. Like when Blackbeard pulled up to Impel Down, I was like, "What the fuck is this nigga doing over here?"
Bro, it also has
Right?
tension.
My
I
stress
really
level
didn't know
during
if Luffy was gonna make it or not. I'm like,
Yeah.
my stress level during Impel Down was insanely high, man.
high as fuck. Like they really set it up where the beginning level really is like kind of like the fun shit. It's like, okay, Luffy can handle this shit, right? Like these gorillas aren't shit. These those manticores aren't shit. You know, Buggy's doing his muggy ball shit. So once we
He's
hit-
doing the
once we
muggy ball.
Hey
we
man,
hit
don't
level-
say it like that. Monkey Ball go crazy now.
Bro, the moment
It has a name for a reason, okay?
Nah,
the moment we hit level 4, it's over. It's gone.
nah.
we-
my favorite
another
part-
reason
hold
for
on,
me-
my favorite part of that is like he's like Mugiwara, Straw Hat. Remember when I destroyed the entire town with a cannonball? He's like, no. He got so sad. He's like, Luffy's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't care. In Monkey's face, he's like, son, my cannonballs go
Buggy
crazy.
was fucking killing me, bro. Oh my god, that nigga is hilarious.
That nigga was so defeated.
Funny as hell.
Alright, my bad.
That reminds me of that reminds me of that Bleach episode recently, or chapter, where like this is Poirot's like trying to like have this like crazy monologue and tag Ichigo is like
Ichigo's like, I don't even know who you are, dog.
Huh?
No, I'm over here like, oh yeah, they never met. They don't know him.
Right? Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, That makes sense.
Also, it was just satisfying to see them just speed run back to the top. This nigga Crocodile turning everything to sand, using his moves. I was like, yes. I was like, we're really about
My
to say
right
things.
hand is the goat hand. Just dropped
That man
everything
said,
I touch. That's it.
before we get out of here, we need somebody useful. Where Mr. One at? He's like, where Mr. One at? He's like, you want to work for me again? Yeah. This time it's just going to be us two, though.
Mr. One was
I really like
about
the
to go
dynamic.
crazy.
Man, saw Mr. 3. Mr. 3 like, bus!
Oh no, Ran is right. I'm actually taking Crocodile. I'm putting Smoker in there. Smoker's underrated. I hate the Smoker disrespect. That's my guy.
From a combat
Oh,
perspective?
I forgot
Yes,
that. I
1000.
forgot. I
Yes.
forgot that we were talking about that. That was the topic of conversation.
Yes, without 1000% from a people still think he was weaker than Virgo.
I mean,
Okay,
did
it's
do
not.
that.
It's not a
Hey.
matter of him being weaker or stronger than Virgo because Virgo was impressive for the time period. It was just that he was fighting with the intent of getting Lost Heart back, so he doesn't have to owe apart anything. And I do think that's lost in some people. But I like actually read
man on a mission.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, man on a mission. You feel me? We do what we gotta do. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I
I
like
get
Smoker.
that, but
I like
even still, it was like, if he's stronger than Virgo, it's not by much.
No, I agree. I don't think it's by much, but like, I think this is the thing with the anime and manga. In the manga, he was actually working that nigga Virgo. He was
Yeah,
piecing
the
him up.
anime made it look really bad.
Yes,
He was piecing up. He was piecing up Virgo until he was like, "Oh, let me get the heart back," and that's only when he lost. Before that, he was beating his ass.
No, you're right about that.
So,
Yeah, the anime had-
I think when we see Smoker again, he's going to go crazy.
Are we gonna see Smoker again?
Don't do that.
We ain't seen him since Punk Hazard, dog. That was like almost
He's
10
been-
years ago now.
He's been training.
I would like to think that with him going to Vegapunk and the things with Vegapunk giving us the secret about Devil Fruits. I kind of see where your mind's going.
Yeah, his Jutsu is about to have a devil fruit in it, and is gonna have the stone. It's about to go crazy.
Not that I don't believe it, but I just acknowledge it.
I just gotta see it because I really like
it's
Smoker
fun.
as a character. I enjoy him a lot.
He's gonna be
It's pretty
impressive.
cool.
He might be admiral level. Shit, I mean Kobe about to be Boa. We can't.
All right, okay, yeah, that's my
I
third
genuinely
pick.
don't know how I feel
Boa
about that.
Hancock is underrated.
I don't want Boa to lose.
I don't
He's
want
not
Boa to
going to.
lose either,
Right.
but like I understand if Kobe is going to do it.
Y'all don't believe in the new gen hero?
I believe in the.
Get the
I believe
fuck
in the-
outta
I
here,
believe in
man.
the pink mamba.
I-
He's raw, but
I-
just like don't do that to Boa Hancock. Though. Don't do that.
Yeah,
Wait,
but that's
is
all I'm
that his
saying.
title? Is it Pink Mamba?
Thank you.
It's just like Kobe has to take out somebody strong if he wants to eventually capture Luffy or be Luffy's rival or whatever. So him taking out Boa makes a lot of sense. It's just that I don't want it to be Boa.
It's not gonna be Boa.
What? So, BRB.
Boa Hancock is the second strongest female in the One Piece universe.
But, I also like
Yes.
nigga. Oh yeah, Big Mom.
I agree.
Big Mom. Yeah, Big Mom.
Yeah, I agree.
Lin is scary. As
Hey,
fuck.
can we say
people
number
really
one, Big
just
Mom
don't
can't be
respect
strong?
her, and that shit's crazy to me. Like, we're talking about somebody who is the empress of a nation where everybody, even children from
Haki.
birth, can use hockey. They all hockeyed up, and she's stronger than all of them. Her first voyage, the world government was like, hey, Shichibukai.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's why I tend to say that, like, I think the way that I view bounties is a little different to anyone because I'm not the number doesn't always impress me. Just because it's high. Like, if someone in the New World was like a prominent New World captain and their bounty was like 100, I'm like, I don't know, man. If you're cold, I respect it more in a lot of ways. But I also understand
No, I
that
agree.
the number is really your level of threat to the world government. It's not necessarily a reflection of your literal power and strength and abilities. Which is why I've always said, yeah, Dragon. Like before we got the confirmation, and this is not me tooting my own horn, but even from like a really young age, I always thought Dragon would be the highest bounty because I understood that. I'm like, these guys' job is literally to dethrone and overthrow the world government. So of course they're gonna give a special level of attention. Though I do think, I'm not sure what the reason is. I think Oda did this to some degree because Sabo was someone we hadn't seen in so long, and he wanted to kind of hide him. But I do think his bounty's probably a little too low. If he really is all that
for
as
being the number 2 in the organization,
it should be in the
higher than that.
Billy, at least in my opinion, or straddling that. I could take like a 900 million, something like that, but I want to be.
Yeah, especially as a number 2.
I guess it's one of those things where
favorite
this
cards,
kind of
man.
goes with your thoughts then, Naya, where like, because I think you've also said this where Boa can be more impressive because she's a warlord with only 80.
Yeah, Crocodile. I see
80
Crocodile
mil.
in the same light, where it's like, what did you guys
Yeah.
do at fucking 80 and 81 million raid bounty, where the world government said we need them to be part of the 3 powers?
So maybe even with like the Sabo thing is, because I mean, do we know when Sabo became second hand?
No, but he's just like that one character that I think he throws off my own personal theory. He's like the outlier because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, but
feel
I
like he should be
mean, like
higher.
think about Ace even. Ace also was like really low.
See,
Yes.
with Ace,
Because Ace was 500 million.
yeah, but Ace, in a lot of ways, I could see them wanting to up his bounty because he's Rogers and try to downplay him so it doesn't like arouse suspicion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because they were at first they were like, hey, Shichibukai? And Ace was like, nah. He was like, nah. But that could also be like once he joined Whitebeard's ship, he probably like stopped going out as much.
Yeah, he's under Whitebeard's cloud at that point.
Yeah.
Or umbrella stuff.
Yeah.
Because all things considered, for how strong Zoro and Sanji are, I don't think their number necessarily reflects their power level, so to speak. But I think that's useful
they're
though, to have a
definitely
lower
cleaning up.
bounty in an area like that where people are like, oh, that's your bounty, dog, and I'm like, what, you're cold as fuck with like 80 million in the New World?
Sanji especially because not like half the shit he was doing wasn't even being recorded for a while. So
Yeah. Because he was always helping out behind the scenes. Why is my boy be using his brain?
like
Between
I'm
the
pretty
Monster
positive
Trio, he got the most brain power.
Sanji could have also probably been in the worst gen if
I
you know
agree.
if
Oh,
more
yeah,
of his,
for sure.
episodes were known.
I don't know
Sanji
why
should-
Zoro fans have so much pushback against that. That shit don't make no sense to me.
Sanji's stronger than Zoro. I don't know where we're
All right, Miles.
Hey man, I just saw Sanji play 15 and Zoro was struggling, so
no, man.
I'll play.
You guys are moving me. You're moving me, but I'm not gonna go against my brain logic right now.
The thing is, Zoro is stronger, but I 1000% could make an argument that Sanji with just pure feats is better than Zoro. 1000%.
All I've
He
ever
does
said
have
is if
better
they fight
feats.
10 times, it's not 10 times Zoro. That's all I've ever said. I
It's
go 6,
6 times
4,
Zoro,
7,
4
3.
times Sanji. Yep.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
I go 8-2 Sanji.
This guy.
Okay, he's strong. Yamato.
Like,
Yeah,
me, I'm always like,
But for me,
the other
it's
thing that Zoro
Crocodile.
fans never
Go ahead.
like the other thing that Zoro fans never take into account in that argument is that Zoro trains every day. Sanji is in the
Yep.
kitchen cooking.
he in the kitchen, bro, just chilling.
But then,
Anyway,
but also
that's
on the other side, Sanji has to keep Luffy out of the fridge every fucking day.
Oh my god.
That's his training.
This is what we're doing.
He had to keep Luffy out the fridge every day, man.
This is what we're doing right now.
I agree.
It's funny, dog.
I agree.
No, what were you about to say, dog?
What? Shit, I forgot. What was the question?
I think you were gonna pick
It was
your three.
something about Crocodile, I think.
I was answering the question you asked. Like the 3 most underrated characters,
What
in
was
my
it?
opinion, from a combat standpoint, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely agree with Magellan. I've always thought that. I made a video about it, but I made a video about he's underrated in general, just from top to bottom, not just from a combat standpoint. Crocodile is one of my easy answers, I could say. Personally speaking, but like, cause for some reason the older I got, the tune on him has changed a bit. People he gets a lot more respect now. Earlier, because back in the day, I used to always hear shit like he's trash because he lost to pre-gear Luffy, yada yada, blah blah. So like, niggas never gave him any respect. The tune has changed to some degree, so I won't use him. I would have probably said Hawkins until this arc, if you had asked me earlier. And it's not even that I don't. It's not even that I don't want to still give him the credit. It's just I can't. That's all that happened. Not wrong no more, bro. Can't do it.
He was still impressive though, if you ask me. Like his abilities,
Yeah,
the limitations
I still think he's
on them, and, like,
he's
how he
dangerous,
uses them.
but it's just
I
can't do
a
that
lot of the
anymore.
Supernova. I think a lot of the
Killer
Supernova
really
did
just
their
got.
job.
I think Killer was just in a lucky situation.
There's that too.
Yeah, like
The
the
killer also
only
had the wherewithal
Supernova
to
I
be
don't
smart
like.
enough to use what he perceived as his advantage. Like, okay, he has no left arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, the only Supernova that don't impress me that I don't like is Apu. He's a bitch.
Which bear
Everybody else.
I'm not gonna lie, Apu. He
Whack
proved
rapper.
something to me. He proved something to me this arc. I'm not gonna hold it.
He proved that he's a bitch.
I thought he was the weakest, but the fact that he actually knocked Luffy out, it's like
No, come on, man. We're not doing that.
he did. But he
We're not
did.
doing that. He caught him
But
off
he
guard.
did. That's still crazy. That's my Pirate King.
not teach.
I apologize.
Bro, you
for
just
the
gotta put
assistance.
earplugs in for that man. Like that, he is not
Peach
wrong.
can get 2. Peach is my second Pirate King for sure. Well, not over Luffy. That's my guy. But yeah, like, I mean, even outside of just that, Apu took so much damage, bro. He got his ass beat by like 5 different people and was still going.
Am I like one of the like? Okay, hold on. Karaka aside, am I like the other person who don't be rating people for just not fucking staying down? Like you're not doing nothing. I don't care if you can be surviving. Just not moving.
I gotta give if you got.
I give you credit for knocking out Luffy. I don't care what no one says. That was wrong. But
Nah, you ain't able to take.
that's
an
it
ass
though.
beat
That's
off
it.
that
That's
guy.
all I got for him. He didn't do anything else that I care about ever in his life.
It's a balance.
I think
Like,
so.
If you
think
get
it's
your
impressive.
ass beat a lot and you don't do nothing noteworthy, I'm not gonna respect you.
Like,
I think DS Drake is Oasis. He did nothing. I'm sorry. He's Oasis man.
yeah,
Get him out of
that's my
sword.
guy,
You don't need
too.
him.
Yeah, I
Get some
feel
better-
like
get better
I feel like
personnel.
Drake.
But the reason why Apu's impressive is because no one looked at him
Drake
as an
Gibbons.
impressive person that could take even a hit. This guy's a literal DJ for Kaido and got caught off guard by Zoro. Zoro snuck him and still couldn't put him down. That's impressive.
Crazy how he
Yeah.
got that.
You know what
Put him
I'm saying?
down temporarily.
Zoro couldn't one-shot an off-guard musician? Come on, bro.
Off-guard musician.
Like,
That's crazy when you phrase it like that.
he is. Apu was
I
a
can't believe it.
literal DJ. He was a DJ for the parties.
Nah, he didn't sneak him. They were fighting at that time, and it was a
Nah.
Yeah,
battlefield.
it was very
And Zoro
direct.
hit him from the front.
He hit him from the side.
Alright, I'm gonna look it up right now. No, I'm gonna look it up right now.
You know what I'm saying? That peripheral be going kind of crazy sometimes.
Hey man, I saw the episode. The anime said Zoro came directly from the front.
Did he get him?
Yeah, he hit him.
I said, did he get him?
I mean,
I'm
he stayed down long enough for him to get the antidote.
Mm. Yeah, but Queen wanted that out. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know how I feel about that one.
Queen funny.
Hilarious.
And man said, "Hey, brother Pooh, catch."
He was a saving grace for this arc for me. 1000%.
The Queen is hilarious.
This nigga was doing so much funny shit, bro.
I mean, I don't know if I coined Kobe being the Pink Mama, but I've called him that since the first day I saw his name, and I knew because I've always been a Kobe fan, so I always called him Pink Mama. But I don't think I necessarily made that up.
Honestly, it
Why
makes
did
more
Oda
sense.
change the spelling? That's
but-
what gets me.
Naya, he might be because once he beats Boa, he might get that.
I mean I like Kobe. I think people think I don't like him because I don't want him to be Boa because I don't think it makes sense. But I like Kobe.
I don't think it makes sense either, but you know what I'm saying?
It's just One Piece. It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? If Luffy can get like 30 powers in an arc, why can't Kobe?
I mean, Kobe still has the highest growth rate in the series, in my opinion.
1000%.
Followed by Helmeppo,
I agree.
then Luffy.
Helmut, dude, come on, bro. Helmut, come on, bro.
It's
Hey
not,
man,
I'm not
Helmut
kidding.
almost took your life one time.
I'm not
Bro,
You're gonna pop up Helmeppo like he's really him? Like, come on, man.
Bruh.
kidding. Me?
Nah,
Yes.
All I said
Helmeppo,
was growth rate.
he does not
Nah,
have the second
bro.
highest
Hey,
growth
come
rate.
on,
That's
son.
cool.
All right,
That is wild.
Then it's third.
Question that.
Who's second then?
Luffy.
All right.
Dude, nah, you're trolling.
I'm not. I'm really not because of the way that I look at it. Maybe you never heard me say this before, but one of the main differences that main distinctions I make between Kobe and Helmeppo and other people is they were non-combatants. Thing was a complete spoiled brat riding his father's coattails. He don't fight. At least with Luffy, you could say Garp was throwing that nigga in the jungle, survive, and all that shit. Okay, so they started from they were like kind of I'm not saying late to the party, but kind of late to the party. Started from the ground up, and then niggas were using Soru and whatnot to some degree, and like
Naya.
and whatever. I'm not saying they're the strongest or stronger than anyone. I'm just
Naya.
saying
Naya.
their growth rate. You can
Naya.
make the case that is
Right.
one of the highest in the series. That's all.
I
Naya.
agree with you.
Naya.
So,
Helmeppo is still a non-combatant. That nigga's not.
you can say that if you want.
Name me one person Helmeppo's beating.
It's not.
Hey, Helmeppo on the boat
not,
right
it's
now.
not really about that. It's just about like the way his rank went up the same way Kobe did. Isn't he always just like one rank under Kobe? Or am I wrong about that? I could be off. I don't remember the order anymore like I used to.
I think pre-time
He's
skipping
growing
was.
very
I
fast
don't.
with him
I have
because
no
of
idea
the
what his rank
tutelage
is right
of Garp,
now.
right?
Yeah.
Kobe is a rear admiral now.
Okay.
So I agree with.
Is Kobe Rear Admiral? I thought that was a mistranslation or something.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, I do remember hearing something like that.
So did I. That's why I
me
wasn't
check.
sure anymore. Like I forgot. I think someone said it was wrong when it popped up because of the Rocky Port incident, or whatever. But it's kind of one of those things where like I don't disconnect the two because I know Kobe's the better of the two in every sense of the word. But Helmeppo's like a little bit behind him. But my point is that Helmeppo's strong. He's the strongest. He's gonna be strong. I'm just saying, from zero to hero, he came a long way in the 2 years. That's all.
Now he's a
It's
captain.
not.
Even less
It's not
than
a.
that.
It's not
Yeah,
a.
Less
like-
than 2 years.
What?
Yeah.
Right, like,
So even
like
if
you
you
can go from
take Helmeppo,
like you can go from like what being like a cabin boy on a Alvita ship,
So
Like,
I'll
getting
go on.
like having pretty in depth, it's an observation hockey Marine forward and like growing, being able to at least attempt to be like the 6 powers and shit like that.
Yeah, very true. Kobe is a captain, which is Tashiki's rank. Helmeppo's a lieutenant commander, which is the rank of like full body from like pre-time skip.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's 2 ranks underneath Kobe.
Yeah, so he is kind of
but he attained those ranks from the moment you see him in the beginning, and then by the time they get to Water 7.
They might be higher though now, so they could be higher.
That's all I'll say.
If Kobe is a rear admiral, then what's his name probably would be like maybe a captain now then.
Nah, that's whatchamacallit? That's the range from the last time we seen him at the
Because
referee.
Luffy, the way I look at it, he has growth bursts. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
When I think about it from
No,
when I
you
think about it from top to bottom, it's not unimpressive. But other characters, you can still make a case got as strong as he did in that kind of time frame. But when I think about non-combatant to combatant, I have Kobe at the top.
I'm not mad at that.
Kobe's just
Because
like,
even Sanji was
best
a Germa. He was being trained. He's supposed to have the exoskeleton. Zoro was at the dojo. These guys were combatants since children. They was
What about
fighting. Whether
Usopp?
they were good fighters, they was fighting. They was putting in physical labor and energy and whatnot.
What about Nami and Usopp?
What about them?
Were they really? They weren't really combatants. I mean, yeah, I guess not.
Not really. And as much as I respect what they do, they're still carried by their weaponry. So
Yeah, but they had the master set in that. Well,
I'm not
Usopp
taking that
than-
away from them, but I'm saying you take away that ability from them, what are they doing? What's Nami doing with the clean attack? There you go.
Using
She
her
can tell you the
seductive
weather. It's gonna
charm.
rain today. It's gonna rain today. She gonna stand. She gonna take a step back and say a random gust of wind's gonna happen in that area. It's not gonna work, bro.
Hey man, Nami start pulling on her shirt saying she's getting hot. I'ma lose.
Oh brother. It got retcon to captain. Okay, I did this.
I feel like he should have been rear admiral.
It wasn't a retcon. It was a mistranslation.
Yeah, I think it would have been a lot more digestible for whatever he does if he was a rear admiral, and then he becomes a vice admiral after.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if by some stroke of luck they say that Boa Hancock has been defeated, we already know it's gonna be because of that new weapon that the government has put into place.
The SSG.
It's not gonna be because she wasn't stronger enough to beat Kobe.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, there could still be stipulations that like maybe they beat and capture her sister, so she gives up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question.
Oda is not, I promise you, he's not going to do Boa Hancock like that. It's somebody who every time we've seen her fight something or someone, she practically puts them in a body bag.
Yeah, she was going crazy in the war.
I hope so, man. I hope so. 'Cause
She was sitting on a fucking mountain of pacifistas.
Wasn't she like one of like the only like 5 people that came out the war unscathed?
Pretty much, yeah.
It was like her and Dofi. Is that it? Was it only her and Dofi?
Let me
By the way, my
And-
by the way,
With the
my
clashes they had, they were very
my
good
third
at.
character is Kizaru. By the way,
Okay.
I think he's the strongest current admiral.
I think he's equally as strong as Akainu and Aokiji.
I'm kind of in that boating camp in a lot of ways, but anytime I say that, people look at me like I just shot their mouth.
Like I'm always gonna place my bet on Akainu.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I still think the old 3 admirals and Yonko are all interchangeable.
Okay.
I don't think they're interchangeable, but the
I think
gap
Akainu
is
was probably
minimal.
the strongest one
I
now
think
at this
so.
point, but
I think Kizaru's willing to
Like-
pull up to
Cause like,
Wano was telling that like he would have been fine.
of course he's that nigga.
Cause-
Best Marine.
cause like
That shit was raw.
What Niall was saying about his being the strongest, I just think like, you know, he's got that experience and cool life. Like, I think it's arguable.
Zodiac, you're like really far away.
I could turn him up. Keep going.
I do agree with Zodiac said though about the experience. I think people do underrate his experience. Like he's been in the game just as long as everybody else.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
no joke.
Sorry,
Okay, that's much better.
I had to clear my I had to clear my throat. But yeah, that's what I was basically just vouching for his experience as well as just having a good level with knowing how to use it, and then the way he composed himself, at least in the most that we know, with the movie of Z, and probably argue
So yeah, Magellan, Crocodile, Kizaru.
still.
Kizaru to this day has the best introduction of any character in One Piece. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about Kaido's long monologue entrance. This nigga Kizaru came through to Shibodi on a fucking cannonball.
That
I
was so
like,
cool.
bro. And he just shows up talking into the fucking Dendemushi all slow like. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with this guy?
You guys
And I'm over
understand?
here
He
thinking,
put the fear of God in me when they said he was light. I said, what Unga Bunga? What are they gonna do? Light? Because at the time I'm a comic book head, right? So I know what like light and light speed really means. So I'm going crazy crazy when I see that nigga get introduced. Wow, I cannot turn to the attraction what you got.
and man, he really pulled up to Shibodi after Charlos got punched.
Hands
like,
in his pocket, by the way.
I'm bored. I'm bored. I'll
But
go.
he-
I want to fuck up some pirates today.
I think the scary part is like we know they were coming, but he pulled up so fast.
Bro, that
As
shit
soon as
literally
I was
happened
so,
like
like,
maybe a couple
unsure.
hours beforehand.
Like Marine, like the war, like the summit war is about to happen. Not long after that, and he's like, yeah, I'll go do this. Real quick.
No, Pat.
But
The
that-
auction
that-
They'll
wasn't
snuff
even
out these little
over.
niggas.
Oh my god.
Think about
Go
this,
put
Pat.
these little niggas
Pat,
down.
Pat, the auction wasn't even
Right.
over. And he pulled up.
Right?
Because
They
as
put that
soon
call in
as
quick.
they came out the auction, the Marines were there.
Bro, I thought Zoro was gonna die that arc.
Yep.
Nah, because listen, Kizaru was acting so disrespectful. Like he pulled up. First off,
Yeah.
with Diaz Drake, he was like, "Have you ever been kicked at the speed of light?" This nigga was looking up, and he kicked him from where he was just talking to him, and then he kicked him, and this nigga Diaz Drake didn't even have time to react.
That's
I'm
why I
over here
always
like,
snap when I see it. 'Cause I'm like, he's still looking at where he
shit.
kicked. He's still looking at where he kicked the poo, bro.
Then he starts fucking him up, and then he finds the
And then-
straw hats, and he beamed Zoro, and Zoro went down immediately. And he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is Rono Zoro. I heard you was a beast, but one attack." I was like, "Bro,
Even though he did
man.
Hawk, he just beaming him like he was freezing.
He said you got physical form, so you're definitely not a Logia, but I'll just keep shooting until sometimes. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
I'm watching this shit. I was like, there's no way you can stop him. He moves at the speed of light. There's nothing they can do."
Whoa!
There's
Biki
composure,
Shure!
his talent.
Yata no Kagami.
Yeah.
That shit.
The straw hats just felt their life. I think it's a pacifist and he pulled up. I was like,
Yata
This might
no
be it.
Kagami.
straw hats might be done.
And then Rayleigh pulls up, stops him, and he pulls out the fucking Murakano. Ame no Murakano. Pull that shit out. And then he started fighting. He's like, "Rayleigh, ooh, fuck, I don't want to try today. I'm trying." It was like, I was taking it easy, man, having a good time fucking up these newbies. Why you gotta show up?
Mixing that.
Fucking going crazy. And then Kuma pulled up scaring everybody. That's my guy.
Nah, Shibodi was just
Nika no
one
Mi still
thing
my
after
favorite.
another.
Bro, what did Pat
That-
say? He said when Kuma shows up,
That's your
you know,
devil.
this
your
nigga
favorite
is
devil
not
fruit.
fair.
Oh, that when in Thriller Bark, when he pulled up at the end after they beat Mori, I was like, this is against the
Oh.
rules. Like, bro,
Yes.
That's not
we already
allowed.
beat the big bad of the arc.
I was so like
Yasa Kanina,
did
Maga.
everything we could. What are we gonna do now? And then
I was really stuck when I was watching Thriller Bark because I was like, bro, what the fuck you mean Kuma's still here? Like, bro, we just beat Moria, bro. What you mean? We can't fight another one. They're spent. They just finished the fight.
and then like out of nowhere, so yeah. A couple of them still have a little bit left.
Bro. Thriller Bark's goated. That's my arc, bro. Shout out Moria.
Fucking
One of my favorites.
Moria, rival to Kaido, one and only, my Shadow King.
Man. I have so much more appreciation.
That's the best part about Moria.
That arc is
He's-
just so fucking
He's the
funny.
he's
bro.
the only guy that was so strong. Luffy had to get a one time. That's my guy.
100 shadows.
Afro Luffy a
Bro.
power up, though. I don't know what you're talking about. He needed
No,
that. He needed that for
too.
Foxy.
He fucked his ass with that.
Yeah, but that was like a mental. That was a mental boost rather than
Hey,
a
man.
physical. You feel me?
Hey man, mind, body,
I'd
sound,
argue it's
sound,
both.
body, sound, mind, sound, soul.
Hey, what Usopp say? The Afro holds mysterious powers.
No, the Hood Sky version of the blacks. The Hoods Cast version of that shit is so crazy. I said, bro, what is going on? But it's still wrong.
Like, I want to be mad, but I'm not mad.
I know.
like, we're being praised right now, so like I'm not upset. But the word choice is like, huh?
God.
What do you mean, you people? Type B. Anyone plays this.
Damn.
It's so
Damn.
chaotic, bro. You get hit with items like every 2 seconds. It's not fun.
Or like,
Where's
You're
Mario
my
Kart
fucking
9?
guy.
But yeah,
I'm glad
Kizaru,
that-
I think gets in my opinion, gets a bad rap. In the spaces that I talk about him in, especially, I don't know. He seems to be the one. I don't know. No one seems to really care about or respect. So
That's weird to me.
I hear you because like I feel like when people bring him up, it's always like you said, it's you would think he would be praised, but then people are kind of
the one that I feel like they should get that type of attention is really Green Bull. Not because I think he's a waste man or weak. You just haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
yeah.
Footy
What the hell is?
I do
he
think
starves
are weaker,
himself.
but not that much weaker.
What makes that cool?
Yeah. Because Gravity, like, yeah, they're both very impressive. I don't know. I feel like it's weird to think that like a kind of Aokiji and Kizaru basically rose the ranks all together at the same time, and you would think that they're. If you don't think they're comparable, that's kind of weird.
I agree.
You
I
also gotta remember, Kizaru's a little bit older than them.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yes, and Aokiji is the youngest.
The thing I was gonna say is that my only like personal pushback to myself is I don't actually know how the rankings work in the Marines. I don't know if that's a
What do you
strength
mean?
thing, it's an accomplishment thing. It's like you
Uh,
gotta take a test. Is it,
Oh
like,
wow, there's a decent age difference.
We don't know
actually.
exactly how it works through and through. So I do think
True.
I do keep that in mind.
based off
But
feats.
this is what I'm gonna say. It seems like the Marines don't have history or like anybody that existed before the current ones.
Hello.
I have no idea. You know what I mean?
You gotta repeat that.
There's never been like, hey, this previous Marine called this pirate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That's why they might as well just make Z canon and quit playing games. It would make
Man,
things so much easier.
Yeah, he's literally one of my favorite One Piece characters. So
Yes,
I'm probably gonna watch
he's in
that
my top
movie again
5.
tomorrow.
1000%.
It's been a minute since I've seen that shit.
No, I actually watched it. No, I watched it.
Black Fist.
Black Arms Zephyr so
Uh,
I don't give a damn
I
about
did
my
not give him
reputation.
I just have to give respect to people in One Piece that reached the top of like no devil fruit.
Sorry, what?
That's my guy.
Yeah, it is true though. Like anyone who's with no depth for ability, I just have a deeper level of respect for, especially if you made it to the top.
Is he older than Garp?
I
Zephyr?
think he was the same age as
Yeah,
White.
they're the same age.
I think he was the same age as White. I could be wrong. It's been a while. It's been a while because wasn't he 72 in that? Was he 72 in that movie? I don't remember how old he was actually. I could be wrong.
I'm about to look. Okay, he was 74.
Oh, so he's older.
Oh wait, you already got it. Okay.
Wait a minute, but Whitebeard died at 72, right? That's 2 years
Yes.
after, so if Whitebeard was alive at the same time, he would have been 74 as well. So okay, I think I was still right about that. I could be wrong.
Wait, no, I think Whitey was in his 80s. Hold on,
Nah,
because
Garp
Garp is 78. Hold on, I'm pretty sure Whitebeard's older than Garp.
I could have sworn Whitebeard.
Oh no, Whitebeard was 72.
No,
No,
I
you're
think
right.
I think
Garp was
Garp's older
72. Okay, you're right. Oh, Garp is old. Oh, I thought Garp was the youngest out of them all.
because Whitebeard was still working on the rocks when Garp and Roger had to fight.
Gotcha. Oh. And then Roger died at 53, which was how many years ago?
20 years before the
I
start of One
actually
Piece.
thought Roger was a lot younger before like I learned about the age he died at. I thought he was like 30.
Yeah. 73? Okay. So he would be 70. So he was 1 year younger than Whitebeard?
That nigga Roger's laugh is so fucking funny.
Yo, samurai! I love when he said that. That shit was just raw to me. I don't know why.
I'm
Yo,
glad
samurai! I like
I'm
seeing Roger though. Roger is someone I like seeing.
I do too. I'm glad Oda kind of redesigned him to look more like Ace.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. But
Because he really was a different nigga.
He had a sketch, but he wasn't sure how he wanted to make it.
I do appreciate his old school like pirate look in like the what was that, episode 0, but his just fit in the Wano flashback. I was like, this just casual look is like really.
yo, samurai!
That's my guy.
Nanden buri daro to nugeto. Nah, that shit gets me every time.
We really must have been like, dude. We really need more like flashback shit.
When it comes to One Piece, I'm a flashback merchant. Show me all that shit, man.
You have no idea how much I want to see the Void Century.
Oh man.
Okay, I have
Eat
one
it.
last thing you guys spoke about earlier that I kind of missed because I was kind of focused. I won't lie to you during the Abyss part. You were talking about Whitebeard being stronger than Roger, and this is something I've heard a lot. People see a lot,
Yes.
but I guess I'm just curious to what your reasoning is. That's all.
It's-
I don't agree or disagree. I just want to know why you said that.
It's very simple,
Okay.
right? He has the title. That's it. So.
Did he have that? Do we know if he had the title when Roger was alive?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
So Roger became so one has a title, one is Pirate King, and one has the World's Strongest. Pirate King is a title that has strength is somewhat predicated, but like in the sense like where we know like it kind of was, we don't know to what degree and how much strength you really need because it seems more important that you have the world poneglyphs. So if the poneglyphs aren't held by strong people, your requirement for strength would also be less. It's a very dependent thing. You know what I mean? And then also, I think with their two goals, with Whitebeard being far more focused on protecting his family, he would have a far more need to be strong than Roger, who's all about having a journey and having fun. That's kind of really it.
It's an interesting viewpoint. I'm not.
But I take titles very seriously, unless it's been proven wrong. I'm taking this
I do
title as
too.
World's Strongest because for them to be in the same generations and you say, yeah, this guy's the Pirate King, but this is still the World's Strongest, means like, because why would Roger be exempt from that? That makes no sense. And that's not to say like if they fought, Roger could have beat Whitebeard, but I think like if I had to place my bet on, I'm probably gonna bet on Whitebeard. You know what I'm saying? It's probably like it's probably 5v5. You know what I'm saying, out of 10. But I'm still taking Whitebeard.
My only pushback, because I'm like in the camp where I feel like Roger is stronger, but like it's so minimal that it really doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
But my only pushback is like it has to do with what Odin says when he meets Roger for the first time and like how like their interactions went, where when he fought Whitebeard was like, what the fuck? Like, because Odin kind of like pounced on him. He was like, bro, this nigga kind of strong.
But
like,
I think
on.
that kind of, but okay, this is what I would say. I think it also kind of goes with the Odin having the voice of all things, like his observation, sensing people's emotions, where I think him with Roger, it was far more of a meeting of kindred spirits, more so than anything.
No, because I'm going off the combat, because like when Whitebeard fought Odin, like he beat him, yes, but he didn't brush him aside the same way Roger did. Like Roger saw Odin, he was like, "Hey, what's up, little nigga?" And he just sent him flying. Bro.
I have to relook back because I actually can't remember. I know the anime specific exchange for both of them, but I don't remember the manga one for Whitebeard and Odin. But I remember that
they
anime,
both won, but it was like the way they made Roger do it. It was like he just sent Odin away like Hey,
True.
it's nice
But
meeting
again,
you.
remember Odin
Just
also
a
got.
drop sword.
Remember Odin also got out of that shit. He was still ready to
Oh
go.
yeah, he got back up. He got
You know
back
what I'm
up.
saying? And I'm trying to think when Whitebeard fought him in the manga, did Whitebeard did he only use his earthquake fruit to hit him? I'm trying to remember. What did he hit him with?
I remember he hit him with the glaive.
Is
And
the
then
is
Because it looked like Roger just went full force off rip. If I hear a
yeah,
name
he
like
did.
Divine Departure, see Black Lightning, I'm
Bruh.
like, yeah, this might be it.
Silver sword. Yeah, he just hit him with the. Yeah.
Like I would also be like, well, you know what I'm saying? Odin, you know what I'm saying? He took that shit.
He was not wasting no time. He came out there with the Conqueror's Hockey Slash, bro.
Yeah.
how
And
much
then
do y'all
followed
think
up
that
with another clash with Whitebeard after because Whitebeard
Mhm.
jumped over Odin to clash with him.
how much
Exactly.
do y'all think
Anime,
that Whitebeard's fruit factors into his title as the world's strongest?
I think it
'Cause-
helps, but I don't know. I think it's one of those like I think the Guru Guru is I think it's probably top 5. But I don't think it's like the best. Like I think Loki Kindness Root's more destructive and more powerful than the Guru Guru.
I guess it's one of those things that depends on application.
SBS or Viva card that said that? He got this title. He always had that. He held that title for like years or something. Where is that information?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was a Vivid card on SBS. I can't remember. But I remember they said he had the title during the era of Roger.
I don't remember if that's even a thing that was ever confirmed or not, but I could be wrong.
Because I still give that title to Roger, personally. But
Same as he is.
you weren't the first person that I heard said that, so I was just curious. I know I've heard someone say that before. Like, I think Whitebeard was actually stronger. It's just that Roger completed the journey and became the Pirate King type beat.
Yeah, it's a Vivid card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whitebeard attained the title of strongest in the world well before the Great Age Pirates, as he had immense power and ability that could destroy the world. Keep in mind, it only refers to the title. Doesn't necessarily mean in terms of his power level. Take it as you will.
See, where it says that
Kaido's the
because he had
strongest
power
creature.
to destroy the world, isn't that like where it says that he had power to destroy the world? Isn't that in reference to his devil fruit?
Yeah.
Because they say that his devil fruit can take the world.
I always took that as just that was a very big what do you call it? Fuck, what's the word? Like just a huge exaggeration where I think it was just kind of going into like the legend of Whitebeard. I don't think the Gurgur can like destroy the world. I think it might be one of those things because it just causes earthquakes. So you give it enough time and shit, maybe.
But remember, he can cause a sea quake, an earthquake, and an air quake.
Yeah,
I do think with that power, the structural integrity of islands is meaningless to him. I do think he has the ability to destroy islands a lot easier than most people because of his ability. I do think he has world destroying capabilities. But that's something I took in a very nuanced sense. I didn't go like, oh, it's the strongest, it'll destroy the world, it'll crack the earth, and I didn't take it that way. But because it's like with the strongest creature thing with Kaido. It's like a lot of these titles. If you force me to give it a definition, I'll give you my perspective, but I don't actually know what it means. I still don't know what it means to be the world's strongest swordsman at One Piece. Did he beat somebody else with a title to get that? If I use a fucking weapon and I beat Mihawk, what do I get?
Yeah.
Do I become the world's best Tonfa user?
Like, yeah, I was about to say a baseball bat and then go up against him and then you like root blunt force through his fucking sword and then you're like, oh, well, I'm the best Batman in the world.
Well, I'll say I think Kaido's is the one that's the most weird, right? Because like nothing else is a fucking like really a creature. You know what I mean? To what degree? So to me, I can still just put him at the top tier, and he's like can go any which way with like anybody. So that's just kind of how I view it. And then with the Whitebeard thing, yeah, I think his fruit is devastating, which goes into like the thing. But even without his fruit, Whitebeard's still like a monster. He would still be top tier. You know what I mean? He still posts one of the highest physical raw strength like within the series. He was literally throwing giants like they were fucking babies.
That shit was so crazy. Earthquake,
yeah, I mean?
That shit was fucking crazy, bro.
And his endurance is crazy. All that
Right.
damage he took. He literally was fighting in a war with half his face blown out, heart attacks, chest hole in his
Nah,
chest, stab
that
wounds,
was
bullet wounds.
the
And he has
first
Conqueror's
time.
hockey coding. Like, this dude's a monster. And he has
That was the first
observation.
time in One
on.
Piece, right? Because we know Whitebeard is a big guy, like he's 20 feet tall. But that was the first time like height was really put into perspective for me. Like giants are actually like really fucking big. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like we see Whitebeard, who's like this behemoth of a man, and he stands next to a giant, and he looks like a midget, and he grabbed that nigga, and he fucking, oh my god, like,
It's insane.
he hit him with a quake punch and tossed him aside like it was a toy. I was like, nigga, what?
And then, not to mention, he's the only. I think is he the only person we've ever seen that literally fought in his sleep?
In his sleep?
Remember when Ace,
Yeah,
Ace,
remember-
Ace would attack him and he would beat him while he was asleep because Ace tried to sneak him
He
when he was
literally,
asleep.
he literally beat.
At this
he literally
point-
used to beat Ace while he was sleeping. Unironically,
He's the only one we've seen do that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Luffy did something similar later on.
That's, I feel like Luffy has done something like
that
that.
means his observation and ornament was actually working in his sleep. Because that nigga's a Logia too.
Maybe just way stronger than Ace. I don't know. Ace was not a
For real?
threat to him.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta give respect to my guy. That's my guy. I still think he's a bitch for letting Odin die, but it is what it is.
I feel it.
I mean, he didn't understand like what was going on, bro. Like, ain't nobody tell him nothing.
Nigga, you the captain. You gotta be aware at all times.
All right, kids. It's time to end the stream.
All right.
I'm gonna stream tomorrow because I want to talk about Kubera, but I also want to talk about if anyone wants to talk about some One Piece stuff tomorrow, we can continue. But it's getting late. And I've been streaming for almost 4 hours. Look at me doing the thing. See, it's much easier. It's much easier to talk in game because that's why I be doing half the time. Other people stream, I just be talking in game, and anyway, it's much easier. So
That was a huge tangent we had.
yeah, it's fine. We spoke about the chapter ad nauseum for a while, so it's okay. But y'all be safe. We out.
You too. All right.